by any means, but we'll do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show podcast. I am your host, still without a nice microphone. I am Derek. With me, as always, two fine gentlemen who both do not have mustaches like my glorious one, although the beard's coming back in. It is Ryan and Ralph. Hello, mustacheless men. Well, that's not true, I guess. It's still there. It's just part of a beard.
We both have really nice mics, though.
You have both. Yeah, I'm fucked on the microphone, but I got a mustache, so fuck you.
Such quality.
Yeah. No, I don't think I could ever do a mustache.
I did it once. No, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, fuck. Why did I do that?
I feel like, I mean, you've rocked the goatee a couple times. Just
I had to.
That's at the Hy-Vee, you had to rock the goatee, right?
Yeah, it's like, do I want like a face rash or do I want a goatee? Like
something.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. I understand. I do the mustache for November, for Movember, if you will. For those of you that can't see it on the YouTube stream, youtube.com/TLUSP. The mustache is good for two things. One, making people laugh, and two, making people really, really horny. I mean, creeped out, not horny at all. It's the opposite of that.
Oh,
People get really creeped out. I was telling
Do you rent a van for that month?
I have been asked many times where the van is.
Yeah.
I do not have said van, unfortunately. I was telling Ralph.
Halloween just happened, so you could have a bunch of candy too.
I do have a lot of candy, but it's upstairs inside of a fox. It's what our jar looks like. I was telling Ralph before he got here that the comments I've got on my mustache for the people that have told me what I look like ranged from Raul Julia, of course, from the Addams Family. I got
from Street Fighter, the movie. You mean?
Yeah, Street Fighter, the movie. Yep. I got Freddie Mercury. Obviously, that's timely with that movie being out right now. I've gotten Cesar Romero, who is the Joker in the Batman TV show with Adam West, and then Ralph said I looked like
Keith Hernandez,
baseball player. So I'm not really sure. I also got El Chapo, which is pretty great. Also, a lot of drugs in the van.
I could almost say Mark Schlereth, but I don't know. I think he has a goatee.
He's I don't know. Yeah, it's Schlereth. Schlereth's pretty close.
He was a Broncos player.
He was a Bronco
at one time, so maybe that's throwing me off.
I can take that one in stride because that is okay for me. Let's see. Other than the mustache, what's going on with you, gentlemen?
Not much. Did Derek Thomas have a mustache?
Oh, God rest his soul. Yeah. I went to a Chiefs game. I don't think we've done a show since that happened.
No, we haven't. The last show we did was pre-Chiefs beating the Broncos.
Yeah, it was closer than you could imagine, but
you were closer than I could imagine.
Oh no. I learned that Keenum swallows. Somebody's wearing a shirt that said that.
That's pretty good.
The front of the shirt said Denver sucks, and the back said Keenum swallows.
Great. So the city can suck, and then Keenum just takes the whole load?
Apparently. Some guy was in the parking lot. Like, I have a shirt that friend of the show, Grim Cracker, bought me that says, the front says Kansas fucking City. And the back says, like, if you don't like the Chiefs, take your bitch ass home. Right, whatever. I didn't wear that to the game, but some guy was in the parking lot selling shirts that said Patrick fucking Mahomes on the front. It was the same
shirt,
same font. I don't know what the back said. And then some lady was wearing a shirt at the game that said same font, and the shirt said Dilly fucking Dilly. Like, why?
Why is Dilly Dilly still a thing?
I don't know. I never thought it was
Bud Light commercials.
I can't believe people grabbed onto that because
people buy merchandise that says Dilly Dilly that's blue and white.
Like Bud Knight. Yeah, I don't get it, but
the Bud Knight sounds like a weed guy.
I don't remember any of this.
It's ongoing right now.
Oh, it's still going on. Like, it's been a huge thing.
Yeah, it's bad.
Last year they did a commercial thing running up to the Super Bowl where they paid that was like the big finish was at the Super Bowl. It's real dumb.
Yeah. I watched the Super Bowl commercials. For some reason, that doesn't bring back any memories.
Last year's Dilly Dilly commercial was them like fighting the big fight, and that's when the Bud Knight showed up and stopped fucking no, dude. It's dumb.
I don't know.
It's real stupid.
Bob Night, the Bud Night. No.
Spud Webb is the Bud Night.
Oh.
I wish.
Figured he would do something related to potatoes or something.
He was the first man to dunk a potato.
Yeah.
The shortest man to do it. But yeah, going to an NFL game, that's a good thing to do with your life. That was awesome. So
it is a really, like, if nothing else energizes you in your entire life, like being in a stadium full of, well, in my opinion, in my experience, it was not like-minded fans, but I can only imagine what it feels like to be around a lot of people who like the same team as you, like freaking out and cheering and jazzing you up and getting you going.
I went to a Chiefs Broncos game, and I don't like either of those teams, so it was not
as fun. Yep.
It was no. Well, I feel the same way about the Royals. One of the Royals games, I'm just kind of sitting there waiting for it to be over.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I've gone to sporting events where I actually like the team, and I know what you're talking about.
It really gets you going. Helps for sure. Like, when you're your own stadium or watching, if I'm watching the Cyclones play, at Hilton or Jack Trice, like it'll jazz you up, man. Like you get fucking pumped because you're feeding out the energy of these people. So it's a wild time.
Yeah. And then did they play the White Stripes or no?
I'm sure.
All they played was almost exclusively hip hop, besides AC/DC at Arrowhead. Someone, Broncos fans, man. After the game, we were all trying to get out, which took like 90 minutes to leave the fucking stadium.
Yep.
Some Broncos fan wearing Broncos shit was like, "Go Broncos!" Like
after they lost,
and he's like, "Go AFC West!" Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
I've never been one of those people that's like, so I like the Lions, but I'm not going to support any other team in that division. I fucking hate those teams.
Yeah.
I want them to lose every single game.
That is the point.
I would support the Chargers. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I understand.
I don't hate the Chargers yet.
I'm with you. The only team in the West that I would support also is the Chargers.
See, they're the least offensive, I guess.
Yes. No one cares about the Chargers.
Not even their own fans, because they don't have them anymore.
No one gives a fuck about the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
Real stupid. Those games can be kind of funky. I mean, I've told the story about when I went to the Chiefs game and the Broncos won, and the Chiefs fans were just fucking shitting, like just pissed and moaning, groaning, yelling at me.
I bet.
Broncos shit on and
see, I could never
fuck that. And I was just listen, man, I don't know.
I would wear something neutral if that was the case.
No, just like take your shirt off when the game was over. Like, I'm just here, man. I like the Lions. I mean,
that's fine.
They would know you were a Lion.
We're Lions shit to the game. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as bad as saying you like the Browns.
That's true. I've seen quite a few.
It's getting there.
I've seen quite a few Mayfield jerseys recently. It's been weird.
Yeah,
weird. People are hopping on that bandwagon.
It wouldn't be if you were in this area. It probably wouldn't be that weird since he played for Oklahoma, and I think he's from Texas, so he's from the area.
Yeah,
he's from America. Yeah.
He's an American man.
Yeah, he was an All-American, So
that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Forrest Gump too. I don't know why I said Forrest Gump. Anyway, that would have been a good time. Like I enjoyed the one football game that I went to. I would love to go to another football game, obviously more so with my own team. But just I think going to a sporting event can be fun. When I went and saw the Royals, obviously was with the Braves, so I had a vesting interest. But when I go see like the Cubs play or the Iowa Cubs, I like going to baseball, so that's fun. But I don't.
I would never go to a Cubs game.
I like going to the Cubs games.
I've been to Iowa Cubs.
Yeah. I mean, they're cheap tickets, and I like baseball. So, like, what the fuck else? It's something cool to do on a summer night, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
It feels like I'm watching a game that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how it was when we went to that one. Was it like they call it D League for the NBA?
The NBA game.
Oh, I forgot we went to that.
Yeah,
Iowa Energy.
Does it even matter who wins this game?
Yeah, I don't even think I paid attention most of the time.
Yeah,
man. Yep. I completely forgot about that.
Was I there?
I don't know.
I think you were because it was like around when Dead Space 3 came out, I think.
Oh, wow. I don't remember that at all either. Terrible memory. I have no memory of that. I remember going to the Wolves, but that just happened a year ago. Then that was pretty fun because it was courtside seats. Like if you ever want to go to a basketball game, having courtside seats is the right way to go because that will really get you going. Like being.
Did you trip any of the players?
No, I wasn't that courtside. I was one level behind where the chairs were, so I was on the actual court. I guess it was one.
So, couldn't pull Larry David and trip Shaq.
No, I could scream at these very tall guys and hope they didn't beat my ass. I did not do that. I sat there quietly and cheered.
Latrell Sprewell was on the team. No guarantees.
Yeah, you may not make it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Might be getting choked.
I might get. Yeah, might. Ron Artest might throw a haymaker at me.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
It's bad. It's a bad way to go.
It's not a world peace now.
That's Sorry, world. Is it Trump's world peace yet? Did he change it?
Mr. World Peace.
Mr. World Peace. Perfect. Ryan, what about you? You been doing anything interesting in the last 2 weeks?
Not too much. I'm going to be in a couple days. I'm going to the Iowa game, and it might snow. So
yeah,
that could be interesting.
It'll be a good. It should be a good game, shouldn't it?
I guess it depends. Sometimes it's a blowout between Iowa and Northwestern, but they don't like each other very much, so they're usually pretty interesting games.
They just beat Wisconsin 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, but that was with Wisconsin's backup quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a concussion, so he couldn't play.
I can't think of what his name is, but that Wisconsin quarterback's name is just dynamite.
It's like
Russell Wilson.
Nope.
It starts with an H. It's like Hornback or something.
It's like Jeff Hornacek is what it is. Hornibrook.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not very he's better than the guy who's the backup, but he's
for good reason.
As a starter, he's not a very good quarterback anyway.
Yeah.
He just gets the job done.
That's my tagline in the bedroom. I just get the job done.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Should we? Yeah, like most things in my life.
Short and sour.
Should we move into the show and start with a little bit of news? We've obviously been gone 2 weeks. Last show was just Ralph and I. Ryan was out on assignment. By assignment, I mean his real assignments of doing work. So unfortunately, he was unable to be a part of the show.
We did that stream, but
we also did that stream. That was fun.
We talked over a Fallout 76 beta stream.
I was hoping that you'd be able to get home somewhat close enough tonight to play a little bit more. I did not fire it up. I just was Red Dead in the shit out of it, but we can get to that. But
is the game released next week, or is it later than that?
Next week. Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's a weird day.
Which is very strange.
Yep.
But what
is Hitman out next week too? Or
I think Hitman's next week also, but I think that's Friday.
Okay.
I think, if I'm not mistaken. So
it's got reviews. I know that
it does have reviews.
We missed it.
They're not hot reviews.
I didn't even remember what it said.
That's not that bad. It's 81.
Yeah. I mean, I said yeah. I'm just saying they're not. I expected them to be higher. Like if I would have surmised that game, I would have probably given it at least an 88, expecting it to be.
I think Giant Bomb bloats your impression of Hitman.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
I was like, the Hitman I saw them playing wasn't that much different than any other Hitman game I've seen.
I mean, I'm sure it's good, but it's not. I don't know why it'd be game of the year, but whatever.
Live your life, man. Whatever works.
It was more fun for them because they were playing it together. If they were playing it by themselves, it probably wouldn't have been that much fun.
Yep, kind of like sex.
Yep. When you're playing with friends, it's the best time of your life.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah,
really
way
is.
The world. Let's see. First piece of news I've got for you. This is going back a couple weeks now. Soul Calibur 6 is out, ready to roll. You can get it, play it if you want to.
Get it now. Brought to you by Soul Calibur 6.
Hot and ready now. But Nier Automata's 2B is now a roster member of that game. So if you were wanting to pick that up, she is either in it now or coming. I can't remember which, but she will be available as a DLC character.
Can you add
on stage music?
Can you add a dong to her?
2D? You got 2 dongs.
'Cause apparently that game's known for its dongs. Like
Oh,
in the
really?
crate,
I
they
saw
create a character.
I
or
did
whatever.
not see that.
I saw them creating a dong during the 24-hour Giant Bomb live stream. So
Was that on the West Coast?
yeah, they were using apples as the balls. So
I did not
Why
see that.
would you be able to put apples on a character?
well, no, it was the person was I don't know what you need apples for, but the apples were not on the character. That character was holding some like cylinder looking thing, and they were putting the apples on the cylinder.
Oh, okay.
So the character was going to use the dong to fight.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So you're just beating somebody with dicks, basically?
I think so.
Almost a literal bag of dicks?
Well, they would have needed more dongs.
Yeah, that's true.
But
More than one dong is necessary for a bag.
Gonna need more dick fuel to run this dick ship.
Yeah,
it's a good episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
How much is a gaggle of dicks?
You mean ducks or do you mean dicks?
No, I meant dicks.
Well, that's a common mistake.
Oh, sorry. We typed that into Google. Don't do that.
Nope. That's a lot of money.
It's probably not safe to type in dicks in Google at all. Like
prolapse anus, don't do it. No prolapse anus.
Well, yeah.
No.
That was courtesy of newly engaged friend of the show.
Well, I don't know. If you type in dicks, you might end up getting Dick Sporting Good. I don't know.
I bet if you just type dicks in there, it'll be Dick Sporting Goods. But
Dick Nixon's.
It might be. Yeah. 2 fingers up in both hands. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a crook. He's dead.
Moving through the news, Activision clarified that the Spyro Reignited trilogy and their download requirements.
The first thing coming back is Dick's Sporting Good. So I'm afraid to scroll down further, but at least the first result is safe. Can't imagine switching that work. Like, I need to go stop by and check something out like Dick's Sporting Good, and you type in Dick and hit enter.
Dicks.com? What's that bring you?
Well, hopefully Dick's Sporting Goods is dicksportinggoods.com. I'm not going to type in Dicks.com.
It's not going to be that, I'm sure. Oh, boy. All right. So a while ago, we talked about how Spyro is going to have a download that might require the other 2 games. The only thing on the disc might be the first game. Activision confirmed that the trilogy will ship with the content from each of the 3 games, including the entire first game and the subset of levels from Games 2 and Games 3. In order for the full Reignited trilogy offerings, the Day 1 update will be required.
That's fucking stupid.
Confirmed that this means full levels will be included on the Reignited trilogy disc, and other levels will need to be downloaded as part of a Day 1 patch.
First time they've done that. They did something similar with Tony Hawk. But
I was wondering, so Crash, all the shit's on Crash, right?
Yeah, everything on bonus
levels.
Correct.
Because I don't know. I mean, I guess it's whatever at this point. Who the fuck cares? But
yeah, I don't.
It seems dumb.
Well, wasn't that game supposed to come out months ago? Like, I thought it was supposed to come
August or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if the reason why it's happening is somewhat related to that. I don't know.
Because they had to get the drone ready that looked like Spyro to fly it to Snoop Dogg's house.
Yeah.
Apparently that happened. I don't understand.
He's going to be disappointed because it's actually a bag of dicks. But
probably. Do you know there's a rapper named Snap Dog? Like what? With 2 G's also. It's like
there's Snap Lion.
Probably. It's probably terrible also. Snap Dog. All right. Yeah, Spyro. Y'all getting that?
No, I'm not going to pick up Spyro. Not right away. I'll wait for a price drop like I did the last time with
Crash.
Yep, Crash.
It's probably smart.
I think so. I was trying to pull up stuff about this Nintendo Direct because all I had was that there was going to be a Nintendo Direct, and then it happened while we were not doing a show. But when I was trying to look up the details here, apparently Nintendo is pulling out Mr. Game & Watch.
They're modifying something he does that might be offensive to Native Americans. I don't even know what it was.
I mean, there's a GIF here, and I'm not sure what it is.
Is he wearing an Indian's hat or something?
Probably. I didn't quite understand. I didn't read that much into it, though.
I wish I could.
I can hit you with the direct news if you want it.
Hit me with the direct news while I try to figure out what the fuck he's doing.
So they're re-releasing? Are they patching or what's happening?
It's just gonna be like a day one patch, I
Oh.
think, to fix it. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's been in the other games. But I think. Piranha Plant's gonna be playable in Smash Brothers, which is kind of awesome.
I'm all right with that.
He was also playable in Mario Tennis Aces. I think I can't remember now. Somebody else was playable. I completely forgot. Great. But there's a single player mode similar to Subspace Emissary from the Wii game, which was like you're like going through levels and like just fighting random. I mean, it's like almost like a platformer. So I'm definitely into that. And Sakurai, what's his name? That's not his name.
Sakura?
I think that sounds right. The guy, the
Sakurai.
creator of
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name.
I think that sounds right. I don't know.
I don't want to say samurai. He is purposely not giving many details about the single player mode because he says he wants people to be surprised.
Didn't they already give a shitload of details during E3? Like about everything?
They haven't said shit about the single player mode yet.
Didn't they show a little bit in that video though of like what the overworld would look like?
Yeah.
That looked kind of funky.
I guess I didn't make it all the way through the video.
I didn't. I just skipped through and I was like, "Oh, this looks weird."
But I'm into that because
Yeah.
I like the single player platformer shit from the Wii version, and that was not in the Wii U one.
I only want this for the single player, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I mean it's fun to play with friends, but I'm not like wanting to play competitive in any manner.
It's only fun to play with friends if you get permission first.
That's accurate. There's some more.
Do you need permission to play Mount Your Friends with friends, or?
I usually ask after I mounted them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We got Amiibo coming for King K. Rool and Piranha Plant.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool.
Cool.
No mention of a Simon Belmont Amiibo yet, but it's got to happen.
That's got to happen, yeah.
Or a Solid Snake.
That would kind of be weird, but
yeah, I mean they got Cloud and Ken's playable from Street Fighter.
There's one.
There's literally so many fucking characters in this game, dude.
I mean, he's just so Ryu's been in. He was in the last one.
He was in Smash Bros. Has he been twice now though?
I think this will be the second one.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I don't remember what they call it, but basically it's almost like a costume change. You go from Ryu to Ken. Just like you go from Simon Belmont to Richter Belmont.
To Richter, yeah.
So I don't know. That video was too long, so I didn't watch it all.
Nope,
it's all about Smash Brothers. But I haven't canceled that pre-order yet, so I'm on board. I canceled the Pikachu one, Pokemon Let's Go. Canceled the pre-order. That's not news, but that happened. Couldn't do it.
It's breaking news.
Yeah, but it happened a while ago. I guess I don't know if that's news, but you cannot play that game with a Pro controller.
What was it?
Pokemon Let's Go.
Oh, that doesn't.
Eevee.
That's 3 games now in a row. Or what I guess I feel like is in a row that you cannot use the Pro controller for. What the fuck did I spend my $70 for?
Yeah, I don't know. The more I hear about that game,
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see some reviews before I actually buy it because I had the version pre-ordered that came with that Pokeball.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I have a feeling you're going to cancel it, but maybe I'm wrong.
I already canceled it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you already broke that news.
Sorry.
Broke.
I missed the canceling part of that.
It has broked. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Done broke it.
That's your direct, I guess.
My direct news.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Here's some Switch news for you also. This is, again, going about a week ago now. The Switch sales have passed 22 million units. Breath of the Wild has sold 10 million units.
I think copies of Breath of the Wild alone are close to surpassing the Wii U.
I think so also. Nintendo's latest financial reporting placing the console at close to 23 million since its launch last year. Over the last 6 months, Switch has managed to sell more than 5 million units, which is a slight increase in sales compared to this time last year. New numbers now mean the Switch has almost doubled the sales of the Wii U and overtaken the GameCube in total sales. Mario Tennis Aces sold 2 million copies. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze 1.5 million. 3 Switch games have now broken 10 million units: Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, and Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
42 million copies of Switch software have been sold, which means everyone has at least 2 games on the Switch.
It's kind of weird that Mario Kart 8 is sold so well when it already came out on Wii U, but I guess nobody bought it on Wii U.
It's a great. I mean, it's also just a great game. Like I would rebuy it. I haven't yet, but it is just a good game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
So
it's probably the best Mario Kart, or at least top 2 or 3.
Top 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on to BlizzCon. I got some BlizzCon news for you. Do you guys like cereal?
It's hit and miss.
Bootios.
Close. It's Lucio's. Lucio's are coming out.
I love Lucy.
Some Count Chocula.
Not
Lucy
quite
Lou.
that. But Kellogg's is making Lucy O's.
Who is this?
Like Lucifer.
Lucio is a character in Overwatch. He is a healer. He rollerblades everywhere or skates real fast or something. He is an African American gentleman who likes music, and when he does a lot of his moves or ultimates, he says, "Let's break
music.
Let's break it down."
What human being out there does not like music?
I've encountered a few of people that just cannot stand listening to music. I can't tell you why, but it's definitely there.
Yeah,
that's odd.
That's very strange.
They should not put that on their dating profile. Then
that is a swipe. I don't know which way it would be, to be honest with you. I was going to make a joke.
Down.
Swipe away.
Swipe down the middle.
Yep, absolutely. I'm a person that has to listen to, like, I need constant generation of something, whether it's music or otherwise. Like when I go to sleep, even though I know I'm going to fall asleep in 2 seconds because I fall asleep so fast, I'd rather be listening to music. So I am that guy. Here's your Blizzard news. New co-op commander for StarCraft 2. For those of you that are still playing some StarCraft 2, you can play Zeratol, who's apparently a new co-op commander. The WoW Classic release window. They've been talking about vanilla WoW for a long, long time. Officially available summer 2019. A demo was playable on the floor. And for people that purchased a virtual ticket, and also you're going to be able to, or you get a baby Yeti pet named Whomper, which is coming to the in-game shop before the end of the year. So if you want to go back to playing vanilla,
new content to a vanilla game.
No,
is that what they're doing?
No, this is just for in-game now.
Oh, okay.
The baby Yetis for now.
Okay.
So.
Weren't people already doing that, like having their own separate servers that were
vanilla WoW servers for a while, but it's not. It wasn't. I almost said Bethesda. It wasn't Blizzard curated, and that's what this is apparently.
Okay, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's like a MMO HD classic release, kind of.
It's bizarre.
It's weird. Yeah. Free games were given out during BlizzCon. One of those games was Destiny 2. In case you thought that game couldn't be free anywhere else, Battle.net Destiny is a free gift from when it started BlizzCon a couple days ago to November 18th. So anyone who redeems it gets to keep Destiny 2 forever. So if you want it on PC, Ryan.
I don't.
Well, if you do.
I barely want it on anything else.
They want to pack that game like Wii Sports into everything.
And Lawbreakers,
and Lawbreakers, for sure. Hearthstone got a new expansion, more cards for Hearthstone, which I know Andrew, a guy that commented last week on last week's topic, is a big fan of Hearthstone. HOTS has got a new hero. Heroes of the Storm's getting a new hero called Orphea. New awesome cinematic for WoW's Battle for Azeroth, which, I mean, if there's one thing Blizzard does fucking fantastically, it's their cinematics. So if you want to check that out. Warcraft 3 got announced as a new remaster, Reforged. It's 2002 original game, obviously, coming back 17 years later, coming out in 2019 with the Frozen Throne expansion. All 62 missions, 40 hours of gameplay, and then cutscenes have all been remade, over 4 hours of them to look better than ever.
That's cool.
It is kind of cool. If you want to go back and play, I mean, that was Warcraft 2 and 3 are probably the ones that I played the most on. Like, I feel like I played them on school computers, but I don't think they would have let me play that on a school computer. But I feel like that's where I played them the most, was obviously at school, but I don't know why.
I feel like I played Warcraft 2 on PlayStation 1.
Really?
Maybe it was the first one. I don't know.
I played a lot of
it
was a PC is what I remember. I could be wrong, but
yeah,
Warcraft.
What?
Warcraft games? Those were
yeah.
Those are all PC, but they might have ported some to
PlayStation
consoles. I don't know.
So that'll be kind of cool. Overwatch got another new character named Ash. She is a former associate of McCree. She got a trailer also to show that. And Diablo is getting a new game, and it caused a lot of people to get real pissed off about it because it is a mobile game. It is called Diablo Immortal. Coming to mobile, 6 classes, new abilities, enemies, zones, new to the Diablo series. The events of Diablo Immortal set right after the events of Diablo 2 and before Diablo 3.
Warcraft 2 was on PlayStation 1, to confirm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't understand why people were so mad about the Diablo on the phone. Like, it's not, doesn't mean they're not making Diablo 4. Didn't they even say they were going to announce Diablo 4? But
the rumors then came out saying that Blizzard pulled the Diablo 4 announcement, and then they denied it. But I mean, come on, they're working on Diablo 4. Like, people, here's my thing, and Chris and I, a buddy of mine, were talking about that before. That, you know, when Bethesda announced their mobile game, like, they got out in front of it, middle of their conference, saying, "Hey, here's what we're doing. We're making a mobile game. Here's what it's going to be." But they didn't end with it. Ending with this is a bad idea. Like, you should not have ended with this. You should have ended with something else. Starting with this,
what if they all look like Funko Pop figures?
I'm also
it's a real-time strategy game. Yeah.
I'm also not into that just as much as I'm not into this. I don't give a fuck about this game.
So is it just like a Diablo?
It is a Diablo game. Like, it is a Diablo RPG.
Yeah, I mean, that probably work on phones. Probably wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, no, I'm sure it'll work just fine. I don't play games on my phone, so.
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
It is a great idea.
Like, Activision Blizzard's got so much money and so many people working on shit. Like, it's not keeping them from doing something else.
They have a metric fuck ton of money.
If that's like what somebody's thinking. So they'd be foolish not to put out Diablo 4 at some point.
Right. I think that will happen. I think people just get so caught up in like, people are so turned off of the idea of a mobile video game. Just like when you talk about, you know, pay to win or loot box and things like that. Like, it has become such an averse, like, ooh, I don't want to talk about that. That's disgusting kind of thing, that it's immediately met with such negative connotation that people don't even want to look at it. So I understand from a gameplay standpoint, from a technological standpoint, that this is going to work just fine. I also think that, yes, Blizzard should not have closed the show with this announcement. I do not think that worked out well at all for anybody.
Yeah, but what if it was a Diablo Match 3 game?
Hold on. What was that? Mario plus Puyo, whatever.
Puzzle and Dragons.
Yeah, give me that.
Is that what it's called?
I
have it. I don't even remember what it's called.
Give me Diablo with Puzzle and Dragons or whatever the fuck.
That'd be cool, I guess.
That Mario game was fun. I liked that.
It was. It got kind of hard pretty quick.
Fuck that Puyo Tetris shit.
No,
fuck that garbage. Worst game of all time.
It's not on the list. I'm sorry.
Damn it. Fuck. I missed my opportunity. It's all over.
You sure did.
All right, let's move past all of that business. I got some more stuff here for you. So Red Dead Redemption 2, which we will get into because we've all played a little bit of it, achieved the biggest opening. The second largest opening for a Rockstar game, I think, ever, right? Because Grand Theft Auto 5 holds it.
No, I was going to say right behind Manhunt.
Largest opening weekend for any entertainment product in history, 725 million copies in just 3 days. Second highest grossing entertainment launch, although Rockstar won't be too unhappy with that, given the record holder's Grand Theft Auto 5. So there's that. And then today popped up saying that they have shipped 17 million copies of Red Dead Redemption 2 since its launch, which is more copies than the original shipped in 8 years.
That's nuts.
And that is sold in copies too. So these are things that purchased by retailers, not to consumers. So take that into consideration too. But 17 million fucking copies. That's insane.
Yeah, sounds like it's doing all right.
People like this game a whole lot.
He still has a shitload of copies of Modern Warfare 3. So
3?
So who knows if all those copies will be sold?
Is there any Modern Warfare 2 for PS3s?
Man, I was
I don't know about that.
I was at a Walmart the other day. I was gonna take a picture. They had a bunch of, I think it's called like Ski Shoot or Ski and Shoot.
Skeet Shoot
on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
This Walmart had a bunch of copies of that.
The Newton Walmart, I'm pretty sure, had a bunch of that Carnival game for Wii for a long, long time. I don't think they have many more, but for a long time, they had a bunch of copies of that just sitting around.
Ski Shoot, PlayStation 2. Yep. And it was still like $15. I don't know. If it was like $5, I would have bought it, but it looks like trash. But hopefully you shoot a gun when you ski because that's a good idea.
Oh, I'm sure it's trash. Speaking of trash, PlayerUnknown's no, it's not trash. But PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is going to be free from now until Sunday the 11th on Xbox Marketplace. If you have not played or got PUBG yet, it came to Xbox December of last year. Got a full release this year, September 4th. And now, like I said, it is free. Apparently, it is coming to PS4 next month, is the big rumor.
Yeah, that's probably why they're making it free on Xbox right now.
I think that's just a little bit too late, though.
I bet they had a 1-year exclusive deal.
They for sure did. But I think with the popularity of Fortnite for sure, that Black Ops mode seems to be doing okay also. But I just don't think anything's going to overtake that on the PlayStation. Maybe I'm wrong. If they come out free on PlayStation, then it will be. I don't think they'll come out free on PlayStation though.
It's not going to overtake. Yeah, what you've said. Yeah. It'll be nice third place probably,
which is fine.
Yeah, I mean it's still doing well. The thing that pisses me off is I bought
a physical copy,
and it had just a code in it, of course, which I knew. But then they put out a disc version too.
Fuck.
Recently, I'm like, you fucking bastards.
Yep.
And I can't play it anyway because I don't have Xbox Live Gold anymore. So whatever.
Check your stocking come Christmas. Maybe that'll change.
I don't even care at this point. I'm over it.
Fair enough. Let's see. A couple more things here for you. Final Fantasy 15 DLC has been canceled, and the director of the game has left the company.
Yeah, that seems weird.
That the guy who did Final Fantasy Type 0?
Hajime Tabata has resigned from Luminous Productions and the Square Enix Group as of October 31st, 2018. Also canceling 3 of the 4 upcoming DLCs for Final Fantasy 15. Tabata took over for Tetsuya Nomura as the Final Fantasy 15's director in 2013, while Nomura switched to focus on the still unreleased Kingdom Hearts 3. Prior to 15, Tabata worked on Crisis Core and Final Fantasy Type 0. Good.
I'm just saying it's a bummer. Type 0 was awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. They're still going to work on episode Arden, which is going to take place 30 years before the main story, coming out in March of 2019. However, everything else has been canceled.
How are they still making DLC for that game anyway?
Fucking idea.
I've thought about buying the Royal Edition because it was $25 somewhere the other day.
Same here, but I know they're going to make another edition that has whatever the new shit is they're coming out with.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything else.
And then somehow they're going to combine it with a bunch of Kingdom Hearts games and re-release that.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
All this shit is what it's going to be called, and you got to buy it for $8,000.
Yeah, this shit so far. That's a 2-disc PS4 game.
Is it really? That doesn't surprise me.
I mean that makes sense because they probably just took the discs that were already
they
made.
literally took apart the old discs or the old containers, threw them away, and just fucking re-sleeved everything.
Yeah.
couple last, three more things here for you. Spider-Man's PS4 second DLC release has been confirmed. Turf Wars is coming out on November 20th. Part of the City That Never Sleeps DLC for Spider-Man. Obviously, the first DLC came out, and that was the stuff with the black cat called The Heist. So people really seem to like that a lot. So if you want to get back into Spider-Man, more DLC coming at the end of the month, which is kind of nice. Like, I feel like that DLC is coming out a lot quicker than most post-release DLC for some reason. Or maybe I'm just wrong, but 2 DLCs in the span of, what, 2 months? That's
you know why, right?
I don't.
Because they just ripped it out of the game.
Yeah,
before it launched.
I
don't know.
Yeah, you're
probably
right.
didn't happen.
Yeah, that's a lot of what it is. But yeah, I just think it's fun that when you actually get, if you're waiting on DLC and you pick up that season pass, that they come through with it pretty quick. Not like Final Fantasy 15, where if you bought the season pass, you're missing out now 3 fucking episodes.
I wonder if those were included. Sometimes
know.
those season passes are just like up to a certain.
Yeah, like, hey, here's the first 2, and then you got to pay for the rest of it.
There's really no reason to ever buy the season pass, though.
No.
Because like if the stuff comes out and then you want it, you can just buy the season pass. Then you don't need to buy it in advance.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, like Call of Duty people probably buy them, but yeah, I guess that's probably a little.
I don't. What does it get you by buying
like
the season?
New maps and.
Yeah, but can't you buy the season pass at any time?
You can buy it all whenever you want.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's, I guess I can see if that's like the only game somebody plays.
Yeah,
then they probably just go ahead and buy it.
Get real excited and buy it early.
Yeah, I remember I bought that BioShock Infinite season pass.
Shit, that took forever for them to release stuff.
Yeah, that was a waste of money. Yeah.
2 more things. Red Dead Online beta coming towards the end of November, which we knew would come at the end of this, but they've confirmed Red Dead Online beta will come towards the end of this month. Strauss Zelnick, the Take-Two CEO, it'll launch in a public beta towards the end of the month. Rockstar will have a lot more to say about it. No more details other than that. So we'll see in a couple weeks what the online world of Red Dead will come. It has trophies already. If anybody has explored the trophies, the Red Dead Online trophies are in the regular game, but it doesn't tell you much about what the game's going to be.
Nope.
Last but not least, again, stuff that we missed out on with everybody being here. The disappointing list of PlayStation Classic games got released back on October 29th. And boy, am I glad I did not pre-order one of these, because I don't give a fuck. I'm really sad that this is not a great list in my opinion, but maybe you guys convinced me of another reason I should get it. Here's the list of games. Battle Arena Toshinden. Anything?
That seems fine, because that was like a launch game, and I thought that was kind of cool at launch.
It's a pretty well-known game.
Cool Borders 2.
That seems fucking stupid.
Destruction Derby.
That was also a launch game, but I feel like the second was probably better, but I could be way off.
Final Fantasy VII.
That seems logical.
Grand Theft Auto, the first one.
Well, if they would have put the second one on there, it wouldn't have been that much better. Because they're pretty much the same.
They're both not great. Intelligent Cube.
That's supposed to be a good game. I played a demo of it a long time ago, but I don't really know if people know what that is. It's like a casual.
Not at all.
I don't know.
Jumping Flash.
That's like a sweet ass game.
I don't know what that game is.
It's so good.
It doesn't look very good nowadays, though. The graphics
no, it's probably not even fun. I have the second one somewhere. I don't have the first one anymore.
Metal Gear Solid. Sure.
Logical.
Mr. Driller. I don't understand.
I didn't even know that was on. I didn't know what system that came out for. So I don't.
There's so many games for the PlayStation, though, and they have so many different types of games. And a lot of these games were hits at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was.
Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Sure.
That seems like a good one.
Yep. Rayman.
Sure.
Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't the Director's Cut.
Revelations Persona.
That's the strangest one to me. But it's a good game. It's just weird that they chose that one.
What other Persona games are on there?
So there's There's eternal punishment and innocent sin, but I think the United States only got eternal punishment, and then innocent sin never came out here in a physical form.
Ridge Racer Type 4, which you already knew about prior. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
That's a hot pull.
Siphon Filter.
Those games are huge on PlayStation.
Yeah. Tekken 3. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
That game was also a pretty big deal when it first came out.
Man, I hated it back in the day.
Yeah.
I played the Dreamcast version though.
Twisted Metal, the first one.
That seems dumb.
And Wild Arms, which we already knew about. I don't know. I don't think this is the game list I was looking for, and I can't tell you. Like, I know we talked about the games that we wanted, but holy shit, dude! Like, it missed for me on a big level.
I don't know. I don't see why people are so upset about it. Like, I get that you don't like all 20 games, but it's 20 games.
I like about 5 of those.
They're not gonna. Yeah, I know that, but they have to please everybody.
Yeah,
they're not gonna put your 20 on there.
You're right.
Where is Symphony of the Night?
Yeah,
that seems like the most obvious omission.
I'm right there with you.
And
I think Konami just re-released that on PlayStation 4, so they probably don't.
I don't know, why didn't they put on Resident Evil 2 also?
So that's why I was thinking that most of these games that they're putting on there are the early generation PlayStation games.
But yeah, and then of course there's no Crash Bandicoot, which makes sense.
Sure,
but still, you would thought they could have pulled some strings.
Yeah, man, I think that they missed a little bit there.
No
if they were going to
Spyro.
put the better versions of all these games on there, they would probably not put Siphon Filter the first one. They probably put 2 or 3.
And that's what I think they missed.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal 2, Twisted Metal 2,
and they would have put GTA 2.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to release something that has the earlier PlayStation games. And like Revelations Persona came out pretty early in the PlayStation's life cycle too.
Like for me, in my opinion, it feels like they went with more of like, hey, this is what we launched with and we're successful up front with, versus what kept the longevity or the memory of what the PlayStation was. Maybe I'm way off, but
to me, like those, like I'm more surprised there was no Gran Turismo, there was no Jet Moto.
I didn't.
It's those games that I would think should have been on there, but. The ones that they put on there, though, like I don't think any of those games that they put on there are like flops. Like I think if you go back and look, I'm sure all those games sold well, and I'm sure at the time were considered great games.
Probably, but
yeah,
I just don't.
I think something for me. I'm not in it.
Maybe Gran Turismo had licensed cars in it, so maybe that was a problem.
Yeah.
And Jet Moto had Mountain Dew logos, I remember.
I remember that too.
Maybe that's a problem.
Licensed music for Tony Hawk, I mean, if that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I mean, if in an ideal world, you'd have Tony Hawk 2 on there also.
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least a Tony Hawk. But yeah, I don't know. I canceled my pre-order.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't 100% on board with it anyway. And then I saw the game list. And I'm like, I can play Castlevania because I have Symphony of the Night, and I have a lot of these other games, and I could just go buy some of the other ones I don't have from this list, and it'd be cheaper than $100.
I just don't have the desire. Like, I at this point would rather buy that system because it looks cool than to play it. Like, I bought the SNES Classic because it's got badass games and it looks awesome. I would buy the PlayStation Classic because it just looks awesome.
If it was like $50.
Oh yeah,
I'd probably be more on board, but I don't. 100 seems like too much.
I still wouldn't buy it, but yes, I'm with you.
Because at least the Super Nintendo Classic was $80, and it came with 2 controllers, and had more games. Barely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was disappointed, but I don't know why.
That Revelations Persona game sells for complete $150. So
that's not a game I would buy. So that's fine. I'd buy like the first. Jumping Flash. That may be a little more expensive than I want, though. Whatever. Probably just won't buy anything. Just hopefully find something at Goodwill.
They're fucking cheap, I hope. But such is life. Let's move out of me talking for a while. That's the end of your news run.
Talk about Red Dead.
Ralph, why don't you tell us first about what you've been playing, since that way we can kind of segue easily into Red Dead, since all 3 of us played it.
I don't need to talk about it, but holy shit, have I fallen back into Fire Emblem Warriors?
That's a good thing.
I don't know. It's just like scratching some itch I didn't know I had. Apparently, I'm a Warriors game fan, and I kind of want to get Hyrule Warriors on Switch, even though I have it on Wii U. It's a problem.
Fuck it. Do it.
We're gonna. I don't know. We'll see.
Stream it.
I can't.
Damn it.
Well, not with my capabilities.
Find a way.
Grim Cracker borrowed Night Trap from me, and he streamed it apparently the other
nice.
night.
I need to add him on the Twitch channel.
He said it's the worst game he's ever played in his life, and he's not really wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I downloaded Roundabout today because it was free on PlayStation.
Oh gosh, that game is great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good time.
I had that on Xbox One because it was like $2 or $3 a long time ago, and that game's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up. I downloaded Roundabout and I downloaded Kiwami today.
Nice.
Anyway.
Let's see. Halloween Forever. That game. There's this YouTube channel I follow called Pixel Opinions, which is just like they have like hardly any subscribers. I don't know, but they review a bunch of oddball games, and I kind of like their videos are pretty well produced for such a small outfit.
Oh.
And they reviewed Halloween Forever, and I'm like, man, it seems like that's only on PC. And then I saw it came on the PlayStation 4 store, and it was $5. I'm like, I'm all about that shit. That game is really good. It's like I don't think it's 8-bit. I guess it might be 8-bit. It looks 8-bit-ish, like an NES game, 2D side-scrolling platformer. You're a pumpkin man who vomits candy corn at enemies.
That's pretty great.
It's a good time. You can I've unlocked a bunch of characters. There's like Santa Pumpkin who barfs up presents.
Pumpkin's pretty good.
Butternut Bro. Who's a Butternut Squash.
You should have changed all of our names to these names. Butternut
Could
Bro's
have.
pretty good.
I don't know. I think he throws vomit squash, and it's like grenades.
Yeah.
And there's some skeleton guy, and I think his name's just like Skeleton Man, which is not a great name. But there's like 4 other characters I need to unlock. That game is well worth $5. I know Halloween's a little too soon.
Passed.
A little early for a Halloween game right now, but yeah, that's a great ass time, and $5. That's a good price. I think you could beat the whole thing in like half an hour.
I mean, whatever. As long as you got $5 worth of entertainment out of it.
I haven't finished it yet. I get to like the final boss area and then die and lose all my continues. But
awesome.
What else we got? So a Mutant Football League. Mutant Football League. I played it earlier this year with my dad. It was part of the Xbox. I don't know if it was a game preview. It had like an hour trial you could play. And that game plays just like NFL Blitz, except you can murder people. And
what?
Yeah, I mean, so you're playing with like monsters. And I guess you remember like in old Blitz games where like after the play, you could like just like elbow drop them or leg drop players that are on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So they have health bars. So if you do it enough, they fucking die. And if they run out of players at a certain position, then the team has to forfeit. So the first game I won, I murdered all 5 of the team's quarterbacks. Like I was getting blown out. The computer was kicking my ass, but I murdered all their quarterbacks I won. So that game is cheap as fuck on the normal difficulty. It's got 5 difficulties. Normal's the 3rd one. I'm playing it on the 2nd level, and it's a lot more fun. So each team, okay, so the teams are, we'll just say like they're based off of NFL teams, but not quite. Like I'm playing a dynasty as the Cracksome Skull Jugulars.
Are they from Los Angeles?
They're from Jacksonville.
Oh, I thought you said Cracksome Skull.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Now I get it. Sorry,
Jacksonville.
Got it. Sorry, I'm not good at those puns.
Oh, there's a lot of bad puns. The Denver one is Mile High Chronic, which is not a pun.
That's pretty good, though. Yeah.
But the stadium,
that's
the
pretty
stadium's
blunt.
good.
That's a bad pun.
Oh man, the stadium's pretty good. The Mile High Chronic, it's got like all these funny look colored mushrooms, like in the stands and like rainbows and shit.
I'm into that.
Um, so each team has a set of dirty tricks you can pull. This is like the biggest problem with the game. I wish you could shut them off. But so like the team I'm playing as, uh, like you can, so you can pick a dirty trick. Each you have like 4 or 5. You can pick one. You can pick them once per half. So like one of them's called Flame On, where your guy's on fire, and
So basically, they're like arcade style, like power ups that you can only have on for half the game.
it's just like one play.
Sure. Oh, okay.
But you can do it once per half. But which is fine. And then like on defense, there's one called Sticky Ball, where you call the quarterback can't throw the ball. He's like trying to, and it keeps coming back to his hand, which is great to call on a third down because that they got a punt. The biggest problem is you can bribe the ref. So I took a kick return back for a touchdown, got to the end zone, it said touchdown, then there was a penalty, and it said like basically my team looks stupid, 10-yard penalty. So that's how you know the ref was bribed. So you have to pick a play called ref attack. And that's the only way you
this all sounds amazing.
In theory, it sounds awesome. Like you have to kill the ref that has been bribed. So you call ref attack, you murder the ref. He can run away from you though and go out of bounds. And if he does, then he's still bribed. And you have to try to kill him again on the next play. But every time you call ref attack, you get a penalty for 10 yards because you're trying to kill the ref. Unnecessary manslaughter.
This is pretty good.
But it's bullshit when you get a big ass play and get a touchdown and you find out the ref has been bribed because you don't know it until after you scored.
Right.
So then you got to try to murder him. Then you're getting penalties from trying to murder him, and it fucks you. But it also comes in handy though when you know the computers are going to score, so you go ahead and bribe the ref, and they score, then they get a penalty. It's batshit.
I'm into that though. Mutant League Football.
Mutant Football League. Not
whatever.
to be confused with the Genesis.
Mutant League Football, yeah.
I never played that one though. I like it a lot, but it's fucked up. Yeah. If you're into Blitz,
I am.
I think you could latch on to this.
But $20 sounds pretty good for Black Friday. I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, in the Dynasty mode, you can pick up free agents who were like based off of retired players. So I've got like my Dante Hall cup right here, and I picked up a kick return named Dante Mall. And he's fucking amazing. But then let's see, there's like John Helway was available.
Sure.
Well, on the Chiefs team, Carcass City, I already forgot what they were called. The quarterback's name was Patrick Mahomes.
I saw that was pretty good.
So Thai Freak Thrill, that was on there. Okay. It's Mutant Football League. Seems like a good time. What else have I played? I do not remember.
Let me pull up the notes here. I think that we played a little Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
We streamed that on the @TLUSP the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Get like an hour and something long video.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, you can kind of hear us, I think.
Yeah, you can hear us. I listened to a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole video again because I lived it, but I listened to a little bit of it.
What does it look like when somebody's using VATS?
VATS is like not needed in this entire game.
See, and I don't know much about Fallout, and like the VATS thing in this seems pointless.
It's real pointless. I think it's literally only in there, and I said this to Ralph on the stream, I believe. I think the only reason they put VATS in this game is to appeal the fans that wanted to be like, oh, it's not Fallout without VATS. Because in basic VATS,
weird though. Like if somebody's using it,
I don't know. Ralph did never really use it.
You slow down time and stop it.
No, it does not. That's what I'm saying. It does not slow down time.
See, I didn't even know what it did. So it just like you hold, I think, L1, and like the enemy turns like greenish, and it's throwing up all these numbers, percentages. So I don't know if it just becomes like an auto aim situation where you wait for the highest percentage number to pop up.
So Ryan, basically in regular Fallout, as you well know, VATS slows down time. You choose your shot based on percentages, and you take it. In this, it does not slow down time. It just gives you a percentage of what you're going to do, and it does not let you choose limbs because it doesn't slow down. It is just a general number. You can get a perk that allows VATS to focus on limbs, but it does not slow time, and it does not work for shit. At one point, I had a rad roach directly in front of me, press and held, and like I can't even understand whether it's a press and hold or a press and tap or whatever.
I don't know.
But you pressed it, and I've had the rad roach in my sights, and I pressed it. He turned green. I fired, and I missed, and it was 100% shot, and I still missed it somehow. So instead of just doing that, which doesn't add a gameplay element more than you just checking to make sure that your shot is going to hit, you could just zoom, like just aim down sights and shoot. Yeah, aim down sights. It's the same fucking thing. VATS is literally pointless in this entire game.
Yeah, I didn't see it used. I didn't know how to throw a grenade for at least an hour into.
You sneak up behind somebody, you put it in their pocket.
Should have.
Yep.
A lot of robots with no pockets in this
car. Two-headed oxes. You could have shoved it up their ass.
That's true.
Oh man. Only in Fallout can you do that?
Yep.
I mean, not Fallout. I'm gonna say Far Cry.
I think it was because of the two-headed ox.
Yeah.
I like playing this. I mean, I can't tell if it's good or not, but I'm having fun. But maybe I'm just having fun because I haven't played a first-person shooter in a while, and it seems. I mean, it gives you enough like
solo or just with Derek.
I did solo. I think I got up to like level 7 before I started playing with Derek.
Before we were around, yeah.
Or 5, I don't remember.
It was 5 because then I think we were both 7 when you left.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. This isn't going to be accurate at all, but I guess I got like some Borderlands vibes.
I agree.
Maybe even a little Dead Island for some reason. But once again, I didn't play Fallout 4.
Not a Dead Island.
Or really any Fallout, so I don't know if that's even right. But I mean, it seemed like the shooting seemed good to me, and I liked the missions seemed fairly fun.
Did it look like West Virginia?
For what I can tell, 100%. Since I've never seen it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what Derek thought about it, I guess, exactly. I think I might have liked it a little more than him.
Did you see any Mountaineers?
I mounted... No, I didn't. Mounted some rears. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
My thoughts on the game were, I agree with you. The more I played it with you, and then I subsequently, once you bounced, Chris got on, who we were waiting for originally. He finally got on, and I played the last hour with him. So I got a good 3 hours of play into Fallout 76 that night, almost 3.5 hours, I think. I agree with the Borderlands vibe. I mean, it is. I don't know that the game is good, I guess, but it's fun, and I think that's kind of the point. Like,
are there vehicles?
Again, no, I have yet to run into a vehicle. That doesn't mean there's not any.
Yeah, I never saw any.
But I don't, like I told Ralph, I don't remember there being vehicles in regular Fallout, though. Was there?
There's not. But if you're saying Borderlands, there's vehicles.
Well, no, I don't mean Borderlands as far as I get Borderlands vibes of, hey, here's a lot of guns. Here's a lot of just obviously random shit that you find, like a la Fallout from obviously people that play Fallout. But the experience of playing it with other people and just going through those missions, and the missions being somewhat bad shit and somewhat enticing, and you can have these really long strings of missions or these very short and sweet missions of whatever you want to do. Like, I mean, pretty broad stroke MMO style feelings, but obviously being like, I don't know why Borderlands is the benchmark for those for me, especially. But that's what I got out of it, was a lot of that. What's the smirk for?
Somebody gets spooked in your house.
It's still Halloween here.
Okay, I was gonna say, because that definitely made it on. So
yeah.
Random scream.
That was just that's the baby in her high pitched scream. Hadley likes to scream a lot and be loud. I do like the game. I did not like playing it so much solo. I think I could play it solo, but I would definitely be more apt and am happy to be playing it with someone versus playing it alone.
I didn't mind at all playing it solo. I mean, it was more fun with two people, but I wouldn't play it with strangers. Definitely.
How are the dances?
There's some good emotes. There's one where you're throwing up. I don't know why that was there, but
the finger guns were good. The big heart was pretty good.
Yeah, and of course you can buy more with their atomic shop.
Yep.
I mean,
the currency caps, or do they choose some special currency?
You get these. What were?
It was like gold. Was it like gold caps or gold points or something?
I don't know. It's like after you level up, or after you'd finish a mission, you get like 10. It's like the atomic symbol. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I don't remember either, I guess.
But I mean, there are also caps. So I'm assuming you can probably buy the atomic shit with real money at some point.
Oh, for sure, that's gonna happen.
But it looked like you were just buying cosmetic stuff. Like, I mean, I had enough to get some stuff just from completing missions. Not that I wanted it, but
no pay to win. Not that there's much of that here.
Unless there's like the beta stuff carries over to the real game, or
yeah. And you could restart a character if you wanted to, but I think I'll just carry over my character.
So Ryan, do you think since this carries over and this was like 100 gig download, do you think the disc is just going to be like a key?
I don't know. That'd be pretty
to that 100 gig download.
I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy for them to do that, but maybe.
Or what we talked about with the Black Ops thing, where it could just be a disc with the key unlock on it.
Well, yeah. So like,
not everybody's gonna play the beta though, right?
No, but I mean, are they going to expect us to download another 100 gigs?
Well, what you could do is you could delete it and then put the disc in and see what happens.
I don't want to do that at all.
Because if you see it downloaded stuff from the internet, then you'll know it's not on the disc.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Well,
I like. Good.
Oh no, you go ahead. I was going to switch subjects.
Oh, I was just going to say one more thing on Fallout 76. I like the fact that my concern with that game to start with was, okay, what's the content going to be like? Like, what are you going to be doing, and why am I going to be playing this game longer than whatever the storyline might be? But I mean, we got to that big city, right, with the school in it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could have fucking sat in that school for hours looking at shit. We walked past that penitentiary, didn't we? Or was that you? Was that me and you?
I don't recall.
At one point, I don't remember if it was on our stream or if it was with my buddy Chris. We walked past a penitentiary and we went into it. And I mean, we were only in there for maybe 30-ish minutes just because we were trying to get to a mission before the server shut down. But I mean, you could have, again, sat in there and explored for hours, it felt like. It was insane how deep that game can be. And just like regular Fallout, there was a lot of normal Fallout in there, but I feel like they padded a shit ton of it to make sure that you have enough to do in 76. And that map is fucking huge.
Yeah, and there was like
timed. It feels big.
Yeah, there was like timed missions that would pop up, and apparently, like they'll go away but then come back. Because I did one myself, and then when Derek got on, like it was back up. So I guess it's good to know that
Destiny
they will be around.
Basically, it felt like Destiny to me with their different, like, oh, you're gonna fight the war mind thing here, and then go over here, and then go over here, and then back around. Like it just cycles through.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we'll see how the reviews look, and like once it actually is out. And
I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, like I mean, I had a good time. I don't know, like if it's like a 50-hour long story, which I'm sure the story isn't that long, but who knows? Like I don't know if I could stick with it that long, but
sure,
we'll see.
For the price of nothing, I am very excited to play it. Thank you again, Ralph. You are the man.
I was gonna say earlier I could. I've got room on my hard drive for another 100 gig install.
Buy Red Dead again.
Since I got Red Dead off my hard drive.
I'm so sad that you got rid of Red Dead.
I don't know, man.
Tell me why you didn't like Red Dead again. Give the at least 6 people listening the reasons why you hated Red Dead.
I didn't hate it.
Why is this your Hollow Knight?
Why did you tell us it was the worst game ever?
Why did you call Rockstar personally and tell them how bad this game?
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Why did you Jim Sterling this review?
I think I said like.
Did he ever give it a review score?
Probably. I think I said in our group chat it didn't feel enough like a video game to me, or like what, like it's too immersive almost. I don't know. I just bounced like right off. Like I didn't like the way the guy moved. It seems like there's too many buttons and for no reason that I could tell. And like, don't forget that I'm very naive about this game because I didn't play very long, but sure. I kind of felt the same way about GTA 5. Like I don't know, I just got right out and I just wasn't having a great time. Like I thought the story seemed pretty good. And of course it looked great and it's very cinematic, but it's just like, I know I wasn't going to stick with it. I wasn't really having fun playing it. Almost felt more like a chore. And like, this is just to me, like, I'm not saying it's a bad game, of course, because it's not. But it's just like, I would watch a movie of this, I think. But I just don't know I don't think I wanted to play it. But, you know, I had a low investment because I got that PS4 Pro bundle and I got 35 out of it. I traded it in. I wasn't terribly mad about that. And I got the $10 reward thing for getting it at GameStop. So,
I mean, you weren't even out any money, really. If anything, you gained $45.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, whatever. But I assume you guys enjoy it, which is great. Because I had a feeling I wouldn't like it going in.
Yeah.
So whatever. That doesn't mean anything against it.
Is that a game that you think you would get back again if it? If it dropped to the GTA 5 price, like $20 at some point? Is that like you would hop back in and check out the online, or you never check it out? You're done.
No, I mean I guess the same thing happened with me in Witcher 3. Like I played it for like an hour, and I'm like, there's no way. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not having fun. And like I don't even know if they're comparable in any way, but
is it just how large the game is? It's just so much that scares you. Not scares you, but you know what I'm saying.
Like I don't know. Like I mean, at Fallout 76,
do the story missions because that'll help.
I don't know. It seemed like I was gonna have to take care of too much. Like gotta make sure your horse is clean. Gotta make sure your body's clean, polish your gun.
That's the part. Like, so they show you all that shit at the beginning, and that stuff doesn't really matter.
Not at all. Yeah. I go to a gun store and I'm just like, here's $7, clean my shit, and then you walk away. And like the only reason you have to do that is just to make sure
that gun oil anyway.
Yeah, if you want to do it, like you could just switch guns and never maintain your guns if you wanted to. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. And then all the stuff that makes the game easier, you get just by playing the story missions. So if you just keep doing the story missions, it eventually just becomes like one. You eventually get better at just doing anything, just because you've been playing it, and two, doing the story mission. They give you a bunch of stuff. So like right now, like when I first started playing it, shooting people and riding my horse and just moving the character around felt crazy. And then since I've played it so much now, it just feels natural.
I was told at one point, like, you get unlimited Deadeye, which that sounds absolutely perfect.
That's kind of like would break the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it.
That'd be pretty crazy to have unlimited Deadeye.
I guess I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told that you get unlimited Deadeye. So, Ryan, you tell me what you think. I will go last just because it's the only thing you played. I played two brown things. I don't want the brown eye unlimitedly. I'll take it every now and again, but
I think I'm on chapter 4. I don't know what chapter are you on.
Yeah, 4. Yep, I'm probably right in the middle of. Well, I might be coming up on the end of chapter 4. I can't really tell, but I'm in chapter 4.
I didn't get to play it like much at all this week, so I got to like close to chapter 4 around the weekend, and then since then I haven't
done much.
I haven't do much, yeah. So I don't know. I like it quite a bit. The characters are pretty good. I think Arthur is kind of similar to John. So I guess they're in the same crew. I don't remember as much from the first one as far as the story goes, because supposedly John takes all those guys out
Well, he kills in the first one. He killed that. I think he kills Javier. He kills Dutch in the first one.
Yeah.
Bill, maybe one more.
I don't know. I don't remember Arthur, but I thought
Arthur's not in the first game. No, that's the whole
sure?
point. Yes, that's the whole point. It's like this character's never been introduced before.
Okay, but yeah, it's kind of weird that I don't remember John's kid Jack being like that, but apparently
real Femi.
Yeah. But,
I'm gonna make a necklace. It was just like
some fishing. Yeah.
This guy murders a sheriff at the end of the first one. He's over being a little bitch about making a necklace and not want to fish. What the fuck is this game?
Yeah. But no, the characters are great. It definitely looks great.
Who's your let's stop there. Who's your favorite character so far? I will answer. Mine is Jose.
Arthur. Really?
Jose is probably my favorite character.
I liked Sean quite a bit, but then something bad happens to Sean.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, because it just happens out of nowhere.
No, I know too. Like that was crazy because again, giant spoilers for Red Dead. I was like, oh, is Sean and because there's that Irish character in the first game, and I'm like, oh, is Sean and Irish the same character? And my two buddies are like, nope. Definitely not the same person. I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, we're really sure.
Yeah.
You better go get your sister. Just tell
that girl though that ends up buying those new clothes or whatever is pretty good too.
Who was it?
That one girl that they rescue at the very beginning. I can't remember her name.
Oh,
Ralph actually probably saw this girl that you rescued from the burning house. Right at the beginning of the game, you rescued her. I don't remember her name, but
Ola May.
Oh yeah.
She's pretty good.
One that you the one that you go on the little.
Her husband dies. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But,
let's take a Red Dead break so we can tell goodnight to the children so they can go away.
Bye-bye.
Good night, children. Have a beautiful night.
Yeah. Don't no more screaming.
Yeah, don't scream.
Don't scream in the night. It's scary.
Scream during the stream.
Don't let her play Red Dead.
Oh, she's watching me play Red Dead plenty.
Oh no! Don't say that aloud.
I already did. Too late. I don't care.
Oh no!
They watch me play GTA 5, so it's.
They watched him pick and eat some flowers. Don't eat the grass; it'll make you puke.
They watch the horses poop.
Oh yeah, they poop a lot in that game. Like, as soon as you stand still, the horse is just shitting all over the place.
Okay, love you. Good night.
But yeah, there's a lot of horse crap in that game. Did you do any of the shows?
I just got to that part where you go on a date. Did you do that?
Oh yeah, I did that last night.
Yep, I got to that, and then maybe 2 more missions after that. That's where I was. That's where I stopped at for Red Dead for the evening. But yeah, I only watched it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I watched one lady perform, and then some fire dancer chick come up, and I'm like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I didn't pay attention to most of it, but I let him go through the whole thing. Yeah. They still have a bunch of it's crazy. It looks a lot better, but it's crazy how similar it is to the first one. Like there's a lot more random encounters and stuff, and some of the ones that I failed, some of the ones towards the beginning of the game horribly because I was still getting used to the controls. Like there was some prisoner who came up that wanted me to shoot the cuffs off his feet. And I ended up accidentally just shooting. Yeah, I accidentally just shot him. He was like, "Oh, what the hell?" and just started running away.
You come across the guy that's stuck in the basement and shoot him off the wall?
No.
Oh man, in the basement of one of the gunsmith shops.
Oh.
Oh really?
You didn't rescue him?
Oh, I rescued him. That's what I'm asking. Did you shoot him off? Shoot the thing off the wall so he can go away?
No.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that guy.
In one of the towns. In a window in a basement, he's like, "You got to get me the fuck out of here! I'm trapped." And you're like, "This isn't real." And you're like, "This guy's like, no, fucking for real." So you go and you can rob the shop and take him downstairs, and it's a weird put the lotion on the skin kind of thing.
GIMP type style thing going on down there.
It's like I have him dressed up as a sailor kind of thing. And that's fucking weird. It's real strange.
It's not like
that's the part I enjoy a lot.
It's just
the random shit that you run into.
Yeah, I already got like enough of those encounters though, so I just have been I've been ignoring people.
The only one that I fucked up, to your point of like messing up early on, was I had a lady who's like, "Oh shit, my horse died. Help me!" And I'm like, "Oh," so I hopped off my horse and I fucking hit the wrong button and shot her.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And then a guy rolled up and he's like, "I saw that," and I'm like, "No, god damn it!"
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go kill him. God fucking hell. Oh, that's awful.
It is like the way the horses like hit stuff too is so like.
Oh, that's bad.
That one where you talk to that girl's dad, and then he does some stupid shit. You have to get on a horse, and it's not your horse, and you go chase down that carriage.
Yep.
I accidentally hit a pile of wood, and it just killed the horse. The horse died on me.
Yeah.
And there's no horse nearby, so I have to run after the thing on foot.
It's when you hit something on that horse, it's bad.
Yeah, I had a bounty on the back, and I head first right into a stagecoach. I went flipping over the stagecoach. The bounty went flipping over the stagecoach. I thought, oh shit, I just killed my bounty, but he was still alive.
Was the black guy? The white guy. Well,
I think it was the black guy.
I feel like I had to have one with the black guy too, where I was like went down to a divot where like a little creek was, and the horse didn't go up the hill. He just went right into the fucking side of the god damn. Yeah. We both flew into the side of the wall, and I was like, oh god, fuck.
There's this one girl that was a bounty that I went to go get, and like she was having an argument with her husband, and she just murders her husband. And then I didn't know, like I was trying to just lasso her. And so I was letting her get close, and apparently I waited too long. She just walked up to me and just gutted me.
Yep.
No, she
stabbed you?
Yeah, she stabbed me right in the stomach. So then I had to redo it, and I knew she was going to do that. So while she was arguing with her husband, I just immediately lassoed her. Oh. And then her husband's like, "What the fuck?" and starts shooting me. I was like, she's gonna
lose.
And I was like, she's gonna kill you, dude.
I'm back from the future, motherfucker. This is about to happen.
So I lassoed him while he was shooting me, and then just tied him up and left him because I can't take two people on my horse. So
I enjoy like when you're doing like fist fights. Like I had a fist fight with some of the Lemoyne gang and Rhodes earlier, and he's like, because they're like yelling at me, so I get off my horse. This is part of the. This is a good thing and a bad thing here. These three guys come at me, and I try to let them hit me first because in my head I'm like, okay. Then if anybody walks up on me, they fucking hit me first, so I'm just defending myself. So I'm fucking just waylaying the shit out of them, and I pull out my gun and blew their fucking, like, the execute button when you pin somebody down and just blow their fucking head off is just satisfying. And that's awful, but it is so satisfying to just knocking a motherfucker on the ground. You just get on top of him, just fucking double barrel shotgun him right in the head, and your head's just gone. So obviously in Rhodes, you're not supposed to have guns, and so that happened, and all of a sudden I was just wanted. I'm like, God damn it, they fucking hit me first. I'm like, God, fuck. So I had to fucking run away and go back and pay my fucking bounty. It's pissed.
Yeah, it is weird because some of those missions have you just like wipe out the town, and then you just come back there later like nothing happened.
Like, oh, all right, great. But everyone is like, don't fucking cause any trouble, asshole. It is amazing to me how in depth that game is. Like the early hours, I would truly honestly say like the first 5 to 10 hours can be a little bit of a drag if you are not really looking forward to playing that game. But once you're in it, like the end of chapter 3 especially was amazing. I thought that was probably the best mission of the game so far.
I don't remember what that one was.
That was
the big house?
The plantation, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit rescuing that person. That's probably what I felt was like, holy shit, this is fucking great. Like I'm loving every second of this game. And I've yet to be bored too. Like just the random people that you meet, and like you met that little robot maker dude on the lake, and then I went up north and he was up there because I was up there doing a bounty and he was there. And so I went and helped him with the lightning rod thing.
Yeah.
And
I did that one too.
I was like, what the, like, this is just fun. Like, it's just cool. It's just fun. You know, I wish that I wanted to hunt more because I don't care to hunt. Like, I've not hunted anything.
I think you get some cool stuff doing it. I just haven't done it because I think you have to use certain ammo to get those perfect pelts.
I just picked up that little gun, the whatever gun. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. There's some kind of gun you can buy that's for like I think it was a varmint rifle maybe.
So like for like shooting rabbits or something.
I don't know. I was picking up a bounty and there was a piece of paper next to the bounty and it said read, so I clicked it and it was like, hey, I want some of these pelts. Mail them to me. And I'm like, what? And it's like, go pick up the varmint rifle in any gun store ever. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know. So
was it a flare gun?
It was a Ric Flair gun. It just shoots woos.
Makes you woozy.
Yeah.
Did you shoot a turkey with a flare gun in Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
No, I did never do that.
Oh, there's a trophy for it.
I know, I saw it. I didn't do it. That wasn't pretty good.
Well, I mean, you just get point blank up to the turkey and it just kind of explodes.
Ignites it. Yeah,
that's
pretty good. I don't think. I guess we got off track again. Who'd you say your favorite character was in RDR2?
Well, it was John, but he's no more. We got no more John.
Big spoiler.
He's having trouble with his head.
God damn it. Oh fuck.
But Lenny's pretty good.
Lenny's good.
I don't know. Most of the gang is pretty good.
Yeah. Everybody but Dutch.
Yeah.
Dutch isn't great. And
He's
Bill and Micah. Bill, of course, just because
they like to shit on Bill because Bill has a bunch of bad ideas.
He's real dumb.
Yeah. Well, then they always call Arthur dumb, but he definitely doesn't seem dumb compared to the rest of them.
No, not at all.
But Micah's probably I don't know. He's not dumb. He's just careless. I don't know.
Do you think Micah's? Somebody asked me this the other night. Do you think Micah's voice actor is the same voice actor? I didn't look either as Trevor from 5. They're pretty similar.
I don't know, but he seems the most likely to be a traitor rather than John. But John's the traitor. So
let's talk in-game things here. What do you think if there is a twist, which I don't know? I presume there will be something. What do you think the twist will be?
I don't know. I mean, you already kind of know the fate of the gang. They definitely don't make it.
Yeah, so, no one makes it.
So it's hard to really tell. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get to see whatever happened to John to make him
leave.
Yeah, and then hunt down the other members. But
down the other members, I guess we don't know why he left. I truly thought in the beginning, and maybe I don't think that way anymore, but in the beginning of that game when John and him were kind of going at it words, like not liking each other, John and Arthur, I mean, I was like, maybe Arthur is going to get killed by John, and that's how the game's going to like slide over. It's like you're going to take over playing as John because he kills Arthur. And then when the whole like with the Jack stuff initially and Arthur being there and John not, I was like, is Jack actually Arthur's kid? Because that would be fucking nuts.
I don't think so. He doesn't seem like
I don't think so either. I don't think so either now, but early on with like how much disdain there was between the two of them, I was like, maybe that's why there's like such anger.
Arthur like talks that way to everybody. It seems like they all have like some either mutual hatred of each other, but somewhat respect, or I don't know, because they're all just kind of joking around and really like each other. But I have no idea.
Then John said that he just didn't want to believe that Jack was his, and so I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is. Like maybe just John was being a little bitch and didn't want to believe it.
He just wants to do like Dewey Cox, and just walk away from that responsibility.
Dad, can we have a catch?
I'd love to have a catch.
Yeah.
Walk hard.
But
hard.
I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. I'm more interested in just seeing where they go because they've already gone to like a New Orleans type area.
And that's that game is I know you said it's gorgeous. That game is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Like you start in the snow, which I love, and then you transition down to just like regular warmer weather. Then you get down to like swampy, nasty, kind of mucky, humid weather, and you can tell by the fog in the morning when you get up and the sun and the dynamic weather system in that game is fucking insane.
Have you taken a bath in that game yet?
Yeah, I've taken a bath twice.
Yeah, I did it right away and I haven't done it since.
I did the premium bath both times, so I had the ladies reaching down in there and scrubbing something. I'm not really sure what, but
there's one to like do small talk or no small talk, and I don't know what happens if you say no small talk.
He would have just grabbed her by the throat, I'm assuming. Shut up. No, I always said small talk though. So
yeah.
I don't know. I really like Red Dead a lot. I have yet to be bored of that game.
Yeah, it's. I definitely want to finish it before I go back to the other ones, just because I don't want to try to get used to the controls again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I would like. I probably. How many hours do you think you're in? I think I'm probably 40. I would say maybe 30 to 30.
I have no idea. Does it have an in-game timer?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's hard for me to keep track with. If I was playing it more regularly, I'd be able to have a better idea. But I kind of just play it like a couple hours at a time if I can.
Yeah, I think I would guess 30 to 40 hours into it, I'm going to say, but who knows?
Yeah. I thought you had to like pick all the plants and just like eat them to see what they did.
Yeah.
But I got to one close to the New Orleans area, the Saint Denis or whatever. And it told me it was poisonous before I tried to eat it. So
I pulled up on a guy that had eaten something, and he was like, like throwing up everywhere.
Oh yeah, I gave him some health.
Got to give him some health stuff, and he's like, "Don't eat that shit, man." And you're like, "All right, thanks." That has been my favorite part about the game is just like those stupid and I get it, it's random, but everyone has those. But those random encounters are really well done.
Well, did you camp up north by where that guy was doing the lightning stuff?
I did camp up there.
Yeah, did the hillbillies come after you?
No.
Oh, yeah. I camped, like I was heading back from him to go back to Saint Denis, and it was such a long freaking thing that I thought maybe since I bought that fast travel thing, they'd let me fast travel from a camp like in the first one. But they don't. So, but when I set up shop and camped, some hillbillies walked up on me with a gun and told me not to camp in that area.
I was riding through somebody's farm. Anytime I'm in like the running or like the riding animation, I hear somebody talk, I'll like hop out of it just to kind of see what's going on. And this guy, I don't even know what the fuck he said. So I like was looking around for something and it blips on your little radar, and I'm like, "The fuck's this guy want?" And I like ride up to him and he's like, "Get the fuck off my property!" And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" I blew his fucking head off. And I'm like, "God damn it! Why'd you?"
I usually just walk away.
Oh, fuck that! This guy's talking shit to me. Not a chance.
But yeah, they don't hesitate. If you get too close and they don't want you there, they immediately pull out their gun.
Oh, for sure.
They don't back down. And if you don't back away quick enough, they start shooting. So
I'm okay with that. I enjoy a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy.
I haven't found any of the dinosaur bones yet. I'm not really sure if there's an indicator on the map.
There's rock facings you can find. I don't think so. There's rock facings you can find. I found that side quest. I haven't found any of those. Dinosaur bones. Haven't found any of those.
I haven't found any of the dream catchers either, but I haven't really been looking.
I don't have that one yet. The dream catchers. I don't know where you get that one.
It's like hanging on trees, and I'm not really sure which type of trees they would hang on. But
yeah, I don't know who would have given me that though, so I don't know.
Some dream weavers. No.
No.
No. I don't
Freddie showed up.
I think I must have read something, but some letter or something, or I don't know how I got the dream catcher one, but it's on there. I don't know where they are or what type of tree they'd be hanging on though.
I don't know.
Hanging on a gator. I don't know.
I got attacked by a gator the other night though. That was fucked.
Did you ever see that Reno 911 in Miami? Oh, there's some guy that they got some house call to some pool because there was a gator in some guy's pool, and he tries to tell those cops that the gator's in there, and he thinks he walks into the pool because it's not completely filled up, it's like half empty, and the gator's not moving, so he's like, "I think that gator's dead," and he starts hitting the gator, and then when he goes to walk out, the gator just grabs him and pulls him under.
Amazing.
And they just lose their shit and just run out of there because what else are you gonna do? Not gonna go in there and try to save some dude.
Not a chance.
Yeah, but no, I haven't been. Have you been attacked by a gator yet?
I got attacked by one because I was just swimming, like going through from one side to the other, not paying no attention, and the gator's like, "Fuck that!" I'm like, "Whoa, no!" So I ran out of water as fast as I could and shot it.
Well, so I thought I was going to get attacked by one too, but luckily a cutscene happened and saved me because you know the part where you have to take the bodies and dump them in the.
Oh yeah.
I was running too fast and I overshot the thing and fell in the water as I was dumping the body, and I saw a gator coming at me.
Thankfully, it was the second body, so you were okay.
Yeah.
That would have been good. I had one of the missions earlier, and we got to switch off this topic at this point. But I was riding on like that very narrow little bridge, and there's like gator. It's like popping up on your little radar, so your horse is like freaking the fuck out. Yeah. And I was like, please please be calm. Like you're like I'm just patting the shit out of my horses. Like just fine. There's like 4 gators around me. I'm like, don't buck me off. I'm gonna die.
I haven't run into any cougars or anything. Cougars were a big problem in the first one.
I've run into wolves a ton.
Yeah,
a lot of wolves.
Some snakes. Your horse does not like snakes.
Yeah, a lot of dogs. I ran over a dog in Rhodes on accident. I felt real bad.
I run over people all the time in Saint Denis. Like you pretty much
can't. I don't ride the horse in Saint Denis.
Yeah,
I would just walk because it's awful.
You don't get out of the way. Just knock some lady over, and if you hit them, they pretty much die if you're going full speed.
That bounty where you have to go up and take that guy alive who's like, oh yeah, I'm a changed man, I'll just go with you. Have you done that one yet?
Yeah, that guy's a real dick.
Yeah, a real super douche. But like, I rode up so fast that I stopped right in between him and his family as they're talking. I'm like, I'm gonna try to back this horse up and murder every one of these people, and I didn't. Thankfully, but I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody doing this.
Did you kill any of the bounties, or did you take them all alive?
Most of the bounties I just murdered straight up. Like I went to that little fortress where you're having to kill all the Lemoyne Raiders and that guy up in the corner there. I shot his ass right off the fucking balcony and he fucking fell.
Oh no, I've taken them all alive so far.
Most of the ones, I guess, like most of them I've taken to jail early on, but the last 2 or 3 I think I ended up taking, except for that guy.
I still don't know how to do the quick draw thing. Like somehow the very first time they had me do quick draw, I did it and shot the gun out of the dude's hand.
But every other time, soft.
Yeah, every other time, like I don't know. There's one like a guy that's there's some guy at a bar you meet that gives you a bunch of photos of these people to go talk to.
Yep,
there's one of them that's on a train that is a really good shot, and I don't know how to beat him with quick draw, so I just quickly pulled out my gun and just started blindly firing, and I luckily killed him. Yeah, I was trying to shoot the gun out of his hand, but I don't know how.
I don't know how to do it. No idea. I just kill people.
I just got lucky the first time and shot the gun out of that black dude's hand.
I shoot first, ask questions later. That's how I play my guy. I finally cut his hair. I got my hair all the way to a 7 and then trimmed it. My beard is at an 8 right now out of 10.
I haven't seen how to cut your hair. Do you have to go to a place to cut your hair?
You go to a barber, yeah. And you can pomade there and they can do your beard and your hair. But I wanted to get my hair as long as I could and then my beard as long as I could. And I got my hair there and it doesn't look crazy. And then I just got a slick back fade.
Yeah. Keep losing my hat though.
Hats are just, I don't wear a hat because you just lose it. It's fine.
Yeah, just one punch in the face and that hat's off.
It's long gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Or you shoot hats on people, which is pretty great. I don't know. I like that game a whole lot. I could talk a long time about it. So let's move on. Any other quick things before we go to the last thing I've been playing and then get to the topic and surmise the score?
No, I don't think so.
I played a little Deltarune, which is the Toby Fox, the guy that made Undertale. This is his new game, or at least the first chapter of said game. Got released on he was teasing it on the Undertale Twitter a few days ago, and then he released it the next day. It's a free download up at deltarune.com. It is Undertale, so I didn't really care for Undertale, but this was like I played maybe 30 minutes of it. It's not very long, apparently. When you finish it, it says like this is like chapter 1 of whatever it's going to be. But I definitely got to the point that it transitions into Undertale where you're fighting and shit like that, or don't fight if you don't want to. But yeah, apparently some of the characters are the characters from the first one that seemingly are older. And I don't know, it's got some pretty good humor in it. And I don't know why I didn't like Undertale just wore out its welcome. And maybe I played it at the wrong time, but I seemingly enjoyed this 30 minutes more than I enjoyed any of Undertale that I played. And I'm not really sure why.
I thought about playing Undertale again.
Yeah, you should download this Deltarune. Download that. It's free.
You know, it's an anagram for Undertale.
Yeah, for Undertale. Yeah,
what's called?
Yep, anagram.
I mean, I'll just wait. I'll wait for the real game to come out. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's cool to check out. It's free. Something to do. But yeah, if you want to take a look at whatever that is, feel free to do that. Like I said, I enjoyed what I played of it. So,
does it look the same or is it different?
Yeah, yep. It's same art style, all that shit. It maybe felt a little brighter, but I think that's just because Undertale like started in the dark, and then you were just like running around in the underworld, I guess, and it's all pitch black. Where this started up in your house, and you go to school, and it's all like bright and vibrant and alive, and then it isn't.
Yeah, I didn't get too far in Undertale. Like, I mostly just did not like the way it looked.
Yeah, I don't know. Something didn't catch with me, and I was just not into it.
But I still want to play it. I
Yeah.
just have so many freaking games. I've almost got an entire top row of PlayStation 4 games that I have not played. Because I put all my games in order by not played, then played. But
that's probably not a bad idea. Someone was talking earlier about Nier, and I was like, holy shit, I should go back and finish Nier. God damn it, because I never did. I only finished it the first time.
I still haven't finished the hottest release from was it this year or last year? White Day. I can't remember what. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I should have finished that during Halloween. I don't know what I was thinking.
We'll move on to Ralph. You still doing okay? You want to do this topic quick and then get to surmise the score? Or you want to go the other way around?
I don't care. Whichever you pick.
Let's do topic first, and we'll finish with surmise the score.
Right.
So, as we talked about a week and a half-ish ago at this point, topics are something that I wouldn't mind bringing back. You know, having us conversate about a couple different things. 2 weeks ago now, Ryan, what you missed were are video games sports, which I'll get your quick take on. Do you think that video games are sports?
Not really. I do not.
Okay. He should have been on the show because he was the only one that said no.
And now I think that's a very weird line, especially when because I know sports change over time, but video games change so much faster than a game like football or baseball. Yeah, and I also think like you cannot do it as long as you can those other ones either. Like I don't think I guess I don't know what the full numbers are, but I think most of the competitive players for esports are really young, like early 20s, teenagers, and it just doesn't really seem like something I would actually consider a sport. Do you consider chess a sport?
Sure. It requires skill that I don't possess.
I don't think they count chess as sports, but
in the Olympics,
it's an Olympic sport. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, it is.
So is Tetris a sport?
Sure, it's a video game. I think video games are sports, so I would say yes.
It's not recognized as a sport in the UK, but those are British people.
Well, they're clearly fucking dumb.
Chess.com, is that safe?
Chest or chess?
Chess.com is not safe. Chess is just fine.
Hotchess.com.
Yeah.
No, chess is not a sport. So, according to the dictionary, it says it's athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess and often a competitive nature.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be quick on the draw when you're doing that competitively to tap that timer.
Yeah.
So
I think the issue is with the athletic activity part. So, and that's probably what is going on with that's how I think of it in my mind. I don't know if that's how people really classify it anymore, but that's like most of why it doesn't seem like
you're thinking it's more of a physicality than mentality.
Yeah, because like it gets even weirder too. Like when you're like, so if your esport is I don't know, Overwatch or Dota, or StarCraft, yeah, maybe I could see it. But if your esport is Madden, like, or NBA 2K, no. Like what?
All right.
I'm really good at this virtual football game. No.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. I would consider it not a sport, but I don't mind it being a competitive thing that people do and make money at. It's just like if they're going to show Dota on ESPN or StarCraft on ESPN, probably not.
They have.
I know they're definitely getting into it. That's why I mentioned it, is because ESPN is getting behind it. It's kind of like how they show like WWE on there. Like I don't really consider that a sport, even though it does have physical stuff going on.
Sports entertainment.
Yeah, it's more because the outcome's determined unless something goes horribly wrong during the match.
Same with boxing. I mean, not officially.
But
well, yeah, there's point shaving going on in
UFC,
sometimes too.
UFC, same thing. But let's move on to tonight's topic. Tonight's topic, due to what we've been a lot of people, I would say everybody, but most people have been playing Red
Or
Dead.
Cowboy
Red Dead
Sports.
Yeah.
Clearly, they don't think they're playing sports because they're not doing.
If you would have asked me if Minesweeper was a sport, I would have said yes.
Oh, well, that's like digital curling. So yeah.
Yeah.
The question, the topic of the night for you gentlemen, I'll give my opinion, and then I've got a plethora, and I mean a plethora of opinions on this. Can video games be too long? And I know that's a yes or no question. On top of that, and is the length of the game the main thing you look at when it comes to value? And I'll read you a couple. I'll read you a couple of these, and then you guys can hit me, and then I'll read you a couple more. How's that?
Go for it.
So here's Michael Johnson, friend of the show, MJ. Length is something I look at when I buy a game. How long will I be invested? Will it take enough of my time, or is it too short to play through? Or is it a short playthrough? I don't know if a game can be too long per se, but lengthy games can drag on at certain points, but then pick back up. I rebutted to him. To that point, what do you say? When do you say enough is enough with a game? How do you give a lengthy game? How long do you give a lengthy game before you give up on it? Obviously, knowing that Ralph put about an hour in and called it.
I installed that game longer than I played it.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though. His response was, depends on the game. In the Assassin's Creed game, he plays that game until he platinums it. Red Dead Redemption 2, play it until you get all the trophies, not including online mode. And then I hit back on this.
Online trophies? Already?
Yeah, that's what I said, that the online trophies, I said earlier. The online trophies are already in there if you look at them.
That's weird.
It is really weird. So I hit back again one more time. I said, do you think that the early parts of the games, i.e., again, kind of running with the Ralph theme here, just to kind of get a little bit more play here, do you think the early parts of lengthy games, i.e., Red Dead, can be a detriment if you don't want to push through those early training chapters? Because that's a lot of what that is teaching the mechanics, and it was a fucking grind. His response, I think those training parts are what introduced the games for those that haven't played Red Dead Revolver, Redemption, intro to the game itself, how to play, controls. I don't personally feel like that is a detriment to it, that or any game was his response.
Yeah. Depends on how you do it.
Yeah. Depends. I mean, if you're jumping straight into it, or if you're familiar enough with the game to stuff holding back,
or if they do it in a way where they tie it in with the story in a way that makes sense, and it's not like sometimes it's still obviously tutorial, but it's I don't like the ones that just like interrupt you and give you like a giant text box and like.
Yeah, I skip those every time. I just want to. I want to learn on the fly.
Yeah, I don't even read them. So
half the time, that's how I miss mechanics, though.
Like where the map is.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That game wouldn't tell you that.
No, but yes, to that point, yes. I just skipped to that chick. So I'm like,
Microsoft needs to bring back Clippy to put him in Xbox One anytime.
Here's another response from one of the listeners. Travis pops in saying, "Time is an iffy thing because I want my values worth." But that can also be through trophies that are engaging, replay value, which is his main incentive, or just the gameplay that is genuinely fun. I don't need a 100-hour plus sprawling epic. I want a game that I want to spend 100 hours in, which is that's a good point, right? You don't want a game that is necessarily geared for you to play it for 100 hours long. You want to put in that time. Like if you hit 100 hours, it's because you've wanted to put in that amount of time with the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
I'll get you one more, and then I'll get you guys' responses, then we'll move on with a few more. Andy pops in saying the older that we all get, he's a year younger than us, we get, or a couple years younger than us, we get less time that we have to commit 80 hours or whatever you need to beat Red Dead Redemption 2. God of War was a great length, about 10 hours if you don't do any of the side stuff. You could spend 40 or more if you wanted to in that game, which I, again, completely agree with, because I think that's the fun part, right, is God of War is still... I haven't finished Red Dead, so I won't grade it yet, but it's still my game of the year, because for me, obviously it has a little bit more story implications, but it respected your time. Like you could have sat in that boat for hours and done everything that you fucking wanted to, but you didn't have to, but you can, it's there, but you could just mainline straight through the story and it wouldn't fucking matter. Like that stuff is there and it adds flavor, but you get the point of the game top to bottom through that main storyline quest. And it does not take you an exorbitant amount of hours, and it teaches you, and you play, you get the complete experience. Nothing's hidden from the side quests, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have much to say about any of these, but no, I mean,
you're okay.
You got good points. They have good points so far.
Ralph, why don't you tell me your thoughts? Can a video game be too long? Don't give me a yes or no. And then is the length the main thing that you look at when it comes to value?
100% a game could be too long, and if I look at how long to beat and the hour count is a lot, then I just will avoid the game. It's like, I mean, at this point, which I don't know. I mean, I have more expendable income than I have time. So, and I like playing a lot of different games. I don't really stick with one game for a really long time. Like, it's pretty rare if I play a game more than, like, a single game more than 20 hours.
Hollow Knight.
Like, Hollow Knight was probably the last one. I mean, maybe God of War. I think I put over 20 into it, and probably Far Cry 5. Like, that may have been the only games this year
Is
I
that
could think of that I
is
put
that
in.
is that an attention span thing, or just your desire to play a lot of games?
I mostly want to move on. It's just the game has to just click just right to where I will want to play it for a long period of time. But yeah, I usually just get scared off if it's like, I don't know, if I could tell the story is going to be way too long. So I think most games are way too long, honestly. But I mean, I grew up with 8-bit shit and 16, where like you can
4 hours
finish
and
most
less.
games. Well, yeah, like an afternoon or something. So I'm still kind of old at heart. But
That when I asked the Coconut Wife earlier, her point was, yeah, games can be way too fucking long and get really annoying. But to her point, it's like you don't have a lot of time to spend on one specific game. Like if it's not a game that you're enjoying and you're just playing it to beat it because it's a long game, then you're not gonna have a good time. Where there's so many games and so many things you could be doing that having a long game and continuing to play that long game can be a detriment because you have 6 other games waiting for you, but you're instead slogging yourself through this game that you don't necessarily want to, but you do it just because. Like there are so many other games that respect your time better. That yes, games can be too long if they are not presented the proper way to make you want to play those games.
yeah, I wish I would just. This is very rare, but like say Okami, which I enjoyed that game a lot, but I got to some point, feel like it was probably like 10 hours in, and I'm like, okay, this is the end of the game, right? And then
Just like 20 more hours.
and then it's like, you've only just begun, and I'm like, I'm done. Like, I feel like I got my value out of that.
Sure.
Like, it's like that game. It's like, why? Why is it longer? That was perfect. I don't know what the point was there, but
Yeah.
Ryan, what about you? Before I'll go through the other listener comments. But Ryan, why don't you tell me about what you think? Can games be too long, and is that what you look at when it comes to value?
I feel so. I definitely, when I'm paying $60, I want the game to be more than 10 hours. Even though a lot of games aren't made that way, you'll get a lot of $60 games or maybe 5-6 hours, and then have multiplayer. And I'm usually not interested in the multiplayer. But I think a lot more of the issue is more what Ralph was talking about, where at some point in your life you get to a spot where you have money to spend, and you can buy multiple games, and you can actually create a backlog, and then you just have a bunch of games that you need to play, but you haven't played yet because you don't have enough time to play them.
Like a shelf full, yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, then it starts to feel more like a chore, and then so that any game that's long, you're going to kind of want to avoid because it's going to take a lot of time to get through it, and then your backlog's just going to get bigger. Whereas when I was a kid, and I feel like this probably happened to a lot of people, you don't have money as a child unless you are lucky enough to be born in a wealthy family. So you maybe
get one long game.
Yeah, you maybe get like every year we'd get Madden, and then we'd probably get like maybe 1 or 2 other games that weren't something like Madden or a basketball game. And we usually got the wrestling games too, like Attitude or Warzone or whatever. And you just play the shit out of those games. You play them until even if you got sick of them. Like I played so much Jet Moto, and there was a point where I just I didn't like Jet Moto anymore, but I didn't have very many games. I fucking played Pit Fighter because I fucking had Pit Fighter. I had nothing else to play. So I played Demo Disc because I didn't have anything else to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, you made me think like I guess most games I buy, I don't pay full price for anyway.
yeah.
So I guess I don't really care if they're that long most of the time.
Yeah.
You're more of a price value than a length value.
Because like there's plenty of games I want to buy when they come out, but it's like, well, I'll hold off because it's gonna get cheaper because everything does now so quick.
Well, I feel like right now the current amount of games I have, I probably couldn't finish in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And they keep coming out with new games. So
games don't stop coming out just because you got a backlog.
So at some point, I just kind of like I will still buy games that I'm interested in and think are cool and I think I might play, but I definitely know that I have some of these games and I will probably die before I finish them. So like it's the same thing with books and movies too. There's especially like
there's so much content to consume.
Yeah. So
you're
that's
never
why
gonna be able to watch it all.
I was listening to some podcast and some guy was talking about how he's subscribed to like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube Red, and Crunchyroll, and all this other stuff. And I just don't do that because number one, I barely watch Netflix. I will watch Netflix maybe a couple times a year, and that's when they come out with like just recently that Haunting on Hill House or whatever. They'll come out with some show like that. Or I'll try to find like most of the time my Netflix time is I turn it on, search for horror movies, realize they still have the same fucking horror movies I've already fucking seen. And I shut Netflix off. And then I watch YouTube. So yeah, like I kind of focus on one thing mostly, and it's mostly video games. Like if I try to clear a backlog, it'll be video games, which is kind of unfortunate because I used to be pretty good about reading books too, but the number of books I read per year has gone way down. And I kind of wish that would go back up.
Yeah. So with value obviously is there when it comes to like, do you think the game can be too long, or do you respect that those games are that way?
There are games that I want to be long. So like that Persona game, I want that thing to be 100 hours. So to me, the only time a game feels like too long is like, I know Ralph doesn't feel this way about that game, but like I looked at how long to beat for Lost Child, and like how long to beat for that game is it's too high. Like
I'm
that
only
game
like
should be lower.
I was like 15 hours in, and I kind of have not gone back.
So there are definitely games that I feel are too long, and it's the only reason why I feel they're too long is because I think they're boring. But if the game wasn't boring, I wouldn't feel that way, even though I may never end up finishing it, or I may never get to play it. So,
right.
Like I'd rather have them, because if you're into a game like Persona, there's a point where you kind of don't want it to end, and you feel sad when it's over. Just like I don't know if you ever felt that way about any like book or movie series.
Oh yeah, like you didn't want it to end, and you're like, holy shit, I got like 3 pages left, and it's gonna be over.
Yeah, so it kind of felt that way when I finished Lord of the Rings. Same with Harry Potter. Same with every Persona game that I played. So there's some games where you just definitely want to just keep going.
Yeah,
but they can't.
Right to hell. Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody felt sad when they finished that game for different reasons.
Next up's The Quiet Man. I really hope that you get The Quiet Man, Ralph. I almost just bought it for you this week.
I'm
there a lot of FMV in that?
Yeah.
Watch Giant Bomb East played on the extra live stream, and it's literally like 80% fucking FMV.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Which is pretty great. So let's get through some more listener responses to that. And then if you guys want to hear it, I can tell you a little bit about my opinion on the question. Jackson pops in saying no, that he has put 40 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey, not even halfway through the story yet. The longer the better, makes the immersion in the world better in his opinion.
I'm kind of the same. I think I put that much time in, and I just don't feel like I'm halfway through the story. So
Katie jumps up in here saying... No, not your Katie. Sorry, Katie.
Okay, that's good because she'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, fuck video games.
Fuck Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
Katie Sharp pops in saying, "My favorite games are the start to finish games where you can finish the game and still need to go back and collect stuff to complete the game. Donkey Kong Country, Zelda, Mario. However, I really do love games like Skyrim, which you can't really do everything. Can't really ever do everything. So I mean, she's kind of got both ends of the spectrum. Like you play through a Mario game in 10 hours, then you want to go back through and get all the moons, right? You know, whatever it may be. But you also want to have that 100-hour story expansive Skyrim experience. So it's like if you and I had a baby together, Ralph, and that's kind of what we would make there.
If we did,
yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't trying to tell everyone.
Did you guys make a Junior 2 movie or something?
Yeah, it's twins too.
Okay. Danny DeVito in it.
Yes, he plays
baby.
He plays my dad though. It's the twist. That's
the twist. Your dad and my part.
Right. Yeah. The whole thing. All right. Let's see here. That's it for the Facebook messages. The Facebook comments, which you can head over to facebook.com/the podcast. That is available for you to take a look at. I did get some text message responses from some of the questions, but here we go for those.
So there weren't any dick pics in those messages.
There were not any dick pics, unfortunately.
Not even like Soul Calibur dick pics, or
feel free to send Derek your dick pics. Yeah. We'll have his number up later.
Yeah, we're gonna post that. That'll be the episode title.
Yeah. We'll post them on Dix.com.
Yeah, I now own Dix.com. Let's get into some text message responses that were not on the Facebook. Here we go. Video games can be too long. I think after a certain point, depending on the game, because there's so much variation in each mission, it starts to become monotonous. And no, when I look at games, I want to see the features I've never seen before that are really useful and actually contribute to the gameplay, although I don't want a super short story either. That comes from Jacob Knowlton commenting on this week's topic. Andrew, who popped in last week about our topic about video games and sports.
or
No. This is Andrew Morgan, who I changed his name on my phone to Arthur for obvious reasons. So his name on my phone is now Arthur Morgan. He pops in saying, yes, for sure. The issue isn't are games too long. It's more, do games get too stale when playing them, or is the grind worth the time? The two big ones are Shadow of War and Odyssey. While they are great games and fun, the grind becomes tedious and repetitive. Recent games I've played, like Spider-Man, have done the game length perfect, kept the pace fast, and ended right before the stuff got boring. Never really looked into the length and the price together. If I wanted to play, I'd just buy it.
Yeah.
Which that's pretty good. I mean, Ryan, I guess I'd have to defer to you on the Odyssey stuff. And Shadow of War, I didn't play either of those.
Shadow of War was the first one?
Shadow. Second one, sequel.
Is that what it was called? What was the first one called?
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't keep the Mordor title. They kept the war title, which made no sense.
Yeah, it's confusing when they don't put a number at the end of the games to let you know which one's first or second. But that whole game was too long. Like it should have never been made. So that's one where I consider it was boring. They did it wrong. But what was the other game you said? Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yep.
Yeah, Odyssey, it's such a good-looking game, and it feels so smooth and easy to play that you kind of just want to. I spent the first 10 hours of that game. I wasn't even really doing any of the story stuff. I was just going all over the map to uncover everything in the map. So I was in areas that I was way under leveled for, where if I actually got caught by something that was could fight me, it would murder me in one hit, which happened a couple times. But yeah, it just depends on how they make the game. If you do it bad, like they did Shadow of War, then it's not going to be fun at all through any of the game. But I don't know. Did that person actually like Shadow of War?
No, he liked Shadow of War until the end of it. Didn't they patch that part out too? I don't know if they did or not. I didn't play it, so.
Yeah, that was the worst when you got up to that point where you
had to grind it out.
Yeah, that's instant shut it off. Never put it back in.
That's instant Lords of Shadow 2 moment for me. If that would have been me, I'd have just fucking ejected that thing and taken it right back.
Yeah, as far as I know, Odyssey doesn't have anything like that. At least I hope not.
Here's a text from Garrett talking about the same topic we're talking about: video game length and value of the game. Length of a video game doesn't matter to me. 8 hours or 60 hours, as long as I would enjoy every minute, it wouldn't matter. On the other hand, if it is only 8 hours and the gameplay is fun, I might want more. It's all based on content. Length only matters if it's too short, in his opinion.
Yeah, like if you're playing Aliens, Colonial Marines, you want it to be as short as possible.
Yeah, you want to turn it on and have it be over.
Yeah.
Tony coming in, again, newly engaged, Tony Welchel. I like the longer games. I don't think that any game is too long if you're mainlining it. But games like Witcher, Skyrim, Red Dead probably have too much. Game time is more game time equals more value unless it's a crazy good experience and a little amount of time. But he can't think of any specific games off the top of his head that add to those.
White Knight Chronicles 2 is probably too long, especially if you're going for the platinum. You should look up how. Well, hold on, I'm gonna see what that is. I think it's it might be days.
Here's Chris popping in again from last week. Video games can be too long. They can stretch out the story and water it down what could have been a solid and condensed game. I don't ever factor length into buying games, just how much fun it looks. Replayability is more of a value point for me and probably the most important. That's why Battle Royale is so big and why COD is still the best-selling game each year. Vanquish is one of his favorite games on the PS3, and it was only like 4 hours, but it was super fun to play.
All right, without looking, how long do you think the completionist is for White Knight Chronicles 2?
87 hours.
What do you think,
240.
You are close. It's 376 hours.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why?
I don't know. I was watching some video of some guy talking about how he in college got that game and was going to get the platinum, and then he realized as he was playing the game how long it was going to take, and he stopped playing the game.
That's probably the right call.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Vanquish? I don't think I ever played Vanquish.
It's not bad. It's not long either.
Yeah, that's what
I never finished it, but it seemed fun.
Yeah.
And lastly, I got Jeff popping in here saying he can't say that he's ever had a game has been too long. It's always too short. I would say it depends on what you're playing, though, obviously. His favorite games are RPGs. He played Fallout 4 and Skyrim for like a bajillion hours, he says. And he knows not very many people played it, but he put a shit ton of hours into Ark. He goes, he doesn't know why. Maybe he feels like it's kind of the first type of game like it. Online part is intense with rating and everything when it comes to Ark. One game I thought had one of the best main stories that was quite long was The Last of Us, which is classic. After I beat the main story and a week or two were online, I drifted away, though. So basically, kind of counterpointing the fact that you can have these super long experience story-wise, and that's not going to keep you coming back with playability. Obviously, the online keeps you around for a little bit, but doesn't hold you to that game forever.
Yeah, online really just doesn't matter anymore to me, partly because of the giant backlog I've got. I can't stick with anything like that.
Yeah.
Where I know some people will just buy a couple games and most of them are online games, and that's all they'll play all the time. That's what Call of Duty wants you to do, isn't it?
Yeah, they want you to keep that disc in there constantly the whole time.
Yeah, drink some game fuel.
Yeah. Yep. I will quickly tell you what I think of this topic, and that is that video games can be too long. I am a short experience kind of guy. I would rather play a billion 8 to 10 hour experiences if it meant those games are going to be fantastic versus putting in 100 hours into one game. I enjoy a very long game if it is going to keep my attention. A game like Nier, where I liked the game, but it wasn't enough for me to not take it out of my system and play something else, is kind of the dichotomy of I'm playing Red Dead and have not ejected Red Dead from my system to put in Spider-Man now that I have Spider-Man back, or Dead Cells, or Persona 5 for more than the hour I played of it, or any of that, it can keep a hold of me. So I think the biggest thing when it comes to video games be too long, it all depends, obviously, your personality, but the length of the game doesn't matter if they hide it well in playing. If you don't feel like you're playing a long game, then it won't fucking matter. Like, I bet you, like I said, I'm probably 40 hours into Red Dead, and I'm probably not, maybe a little over halfway. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like that, though. Like, I'm just having a good time. But there are games that I played where I'm like, holy shit, am I fucking done yet? Like, I just want this game to be over. And I'm maybe 4 to 6 hours in, and I just want this game to be fucking done with. So Yeah, I think video games can be too long. But the flip side of that is I base price and length into value. So if I look at a game like Firewatch, when I bought Firewatch, it was $20. I paid right away, bought it. Didn't know how long it was going to be. It was what, 2.5, 3 hours maybe? 4 at the most.
It's not long.
Yeah.
You could definitely finish it in an afternoon.
Yeah, 4 at the most. And I loved Firewatch, but had I known how long that game was to beat, would I have bought it for $20? No. I would have waited. Like
that's funny because I also would not have bought it for $20, but then when they sell it on limited run for like 30 some bucks,
you fucking hop on that shit.
Yeah, me too.
But it's all about, that's a physical media issue more than digital media. But I price and length are the biggest thing that go into value for me. Like this, I got Red Dead after Gamers Club. It was $47 or $48. Like it's a fucking hell of a deal. It's a steal, really. Fallout 76, obviously, like even if I would have bought it for $48, that's still going to be a fucking hell of a deal because that game encompasses me playing with my friends and giving me an online game that I'm both like familiar with, but also not familiar with because they're doing it in a different way. Like that value is a deeper question that I think the game's too long, but I think games absolutely can overstay its welcome, but it's all dependent on how you present the gameplay mechanics and how you are familiar or not familiar with the game itself. So
yeah, but it also just depends on what kind of mood you're in too. Like there are games that I probably would have liked if I would have played them at different times.
Right.
So I'm sure there's definitely games that like maybe World of Final Fantasy where it was just the wrong time to play that game and I fucking hated it. Or if I would have played it at a different time, it probably wouldn't have been that bad.
Right, you would have been fine with it.
You got World of Final Fantasy Maxima coming out. Whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know.
Right in.
Did they add anything new, or is it just we're giving it a new title because it's on new consoles?
I actually don't know. I'm like, they made the characters look like chibi characters. Then I realized, they already did.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Supposedly they have a sequel in the works too, so look forward to my
Universe
review of
of
that
Final
when it comes
Fantasy. Thanks everyone for commenting on the Facebook, facebook.com/levelupshow podcast. Thanks for everyone for responding to my obnoxious text messages and helping us out for this week's topic. We will continue to do more, but I don't know. That's
Is solitaire too long?
a solitaire as long as you want it to be. It could be days, it could be years.
Yeah.
The same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Same game.
There's some times where I open up solitaire and then I realize when just the time it takes to load, I didn't really want to play solitaire, and so I close it.
I do that a lot.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Turn it on and turn it right back off.
Yeah. I'll never know if I would have won that game.
Sometimes it just doesn't matter. Yeah. Sometimes you are the winner.
It has a mode on there where it tells you like you for sure could potentially win this game. And I always turn that off because I don't want to know. I don't want to know if I could have never have won. Sometimes you just get a deck where you can't do anything with. Guaranteed to lose.
Yeah. You just know it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Would that be considered a sport if you know you're going to lose?
Yeah.
All right. Then that means WWE is a sport. Confirmed.
A sport. Yeah. Confirm it's a sport. So that's it for the topic tonight. Ralph, why don't you take us home with some surmising of some scores?
Sure. Can we blast through it
as fast as you want to?
All right. My eyes are weary as hell.
It's been 2.5 hours of talking. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I'm old.
I'm also old.
Welcome to Surmise the Score, segment of the show where we try to guess the Metacritic scores for games that aren't out yet. Last time, several times ago, I don't know when it was, we surmised some scores.
800 BC.
It's true. So Red Dead 2 was one of those.
That game's been out a while.
People know what that is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's cowboys and guns, and
there are some Indians in there. I saw some Indians finally.
Grand Theft Horse.
There's a lot of horses. Oh, no, horses. Sorry.
97.
Wow.
97. Both the Xbox and PS4 had 97. Last I checked.
That's a hot score.
So coming in last with a guess of 95 was Derek.
Always bringing up the rear.
Coming in second to first with a guess of 96 was Ralph.
Oh, man. That
Nailing
means
it.
nailing it.
Therefore, pre-ordering it, except he didn't. With a guess of 97 was Ryan.
That's true. I did not pre-order it this time.
Ryan.
I bought it.
I didn't pre-order it. I bought it.
I bought it with the date came out. Does that count?
Yeah. No, I don't know. You've won the right to remove a game from the top 100 worst games of all time. And our quest is to determine what is the worst game of all time. What will you choose?
I'm assuming, unless you guys didn't do surmise the score, I did not win any of the last time.
We did not do
last
surmise
time.
the score.
Okay. Man.
Yes.
I have to reacquaint myself with this list of amazing games that we have. Yeah.
A lot of good ones on here.
Let's see. What could I remove? I had one a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot what it was now.
Well, since we haven't done anything with surmise the score since October 18th, so I understand why you don't remember. It's been a while.
And what do we got here?
Let's move on and come back.
No,
okay.
I have one. I just want to see if there's one above it that maybe I'm overlooking. I think I'm going to remove Recore from the list.
Recore, a game that you put on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the worst game of all time.
No, it was mostly just bad towards the end. So there's part of it that was okay.
Okay. Recore. I never remember how to do this, but we're gonna put a line through it.
Yeah, I got that part. Don't worry, I gotta find it.
Okay. Oh, it's 32.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we've got Just Dance 2019, everyone's favorite dancing game.
Did you get that yet, Ralph?
Not that Wii U version yet. It's gonna have to happen though.
It's gonna happen.
73 was got on the Switch, which I think was the only version that had a Metascore. I don't know why people only reviewed that version, but whatever. 73. Do some math. Coming in last place with a guess of 79 was Derek.
God fucking damn it!
Coming in second with a guess of 68 was Ryan.
Oh man.
Nailing it, except not, with a guess of 70 was Ralph. And I will remove, I don't really know if I should, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Woo! Good idea.
It just seems like that's probably better than a lot of shit on here.
The worst game of all time.
But I have never played it, so
it's a game that I would say is too long.
Okay.
I would also agree that it is too long.
Okay. Next up we have the aforementioned The Quiet Man. Oh gosh, this Metascore.
Yeah, so bad.
33.
Oh, that is extremely low.
It's rough.
People didn't even like it in like an ironic way.
No.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out one day, I hope.
Your $15 is coming.
Well, I don't know. 33. Oh gosh. Coming in last place with a guess of 77 was Derek.
God fucking damn it, are you shitting me?
You were so close.
Fuck. I had so much hope.
I think we all blew it on this one. Coming in second with a guess of 75 was Ryan. Fuck. Absolutely nailing it with a guess of 69 was Ralph. How about let's remove Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. I know it's a bad game, but you could play it.
Man, I truly thought that game might make it to the top 10.
I don't know. I mean, I had some fun with it for a while. It just was not nearly as good as any other Tony Hawk game ever made.
Sure.
Do you know who Pete Dorr is?
No.
He's a YouTuber that used to be popular earlier. He reviewed The Quiet Man as a user review. If this is actually him, he gave it an 8 to 10.
Nice.
I don't agree.
So yeah, I wonder if that's actually him or if that's just somebody else pretending to be him.
Maybe it's him pretending to be him. Next up, we have Ryan's most anticipated games of the year, Call of Cthulhu. Maybe not.
No, yeah, I do want to play it, just not for $60.
What about for 63 Metascore?
That's not bad. That's better than I thought I was going to get.
Oh, is it? What did you say? Okay.
Oh,
63.
Oh, man. Oh, no. I probably picked
63.
higher.
Coming in last place with a guess of 80.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We already know who it was. Sorry, Derek.
What the fuck, dude? What is happening?
You were high that time.
What the fuck, dude?
Coming in second
4?
with a guess of 71. Ryan.
Holy shit, it's rigged.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it.
Rigged by who?
Coming in first with a guess of 65 was Ralph. Oh,
Man, you almost got it. That's crazy. I was worried that game was going to get like 50s or whatever, but it wasn't that awful.
That's crazy.
Oh man, what am I going to take off? I'm going to take off Taz Escape from Mars because I don't remember that game being that bad, but it probably is. I just wrote Marts. Okay, Mars. All right. So that's all we surmised. So we have some stuff to
scores.
Some new stuff to surmise. First up, we have Tetris Effect. Let me tell you a little about Tetris Effect. It's basically a VR Tetris game for the PS4.
Made by the Tetris guy, right?
It's made by the Rez guy.
Oh, the Rez guy, that's right.
And I think he also did Child of Eden.
That sounds right.
Which I like both those games quite a bit. This game looks pretty hot.
It does look really good. I don't care about Tetris. That game looks fantastic.
I don't want to pay. I think it's $40. Well, the disc version is. I don't want to pay that for it. But once it gets cheaper, I'll pick it up.
Right.
How about I'll just go first because maybe I'm winning too much by going last. Because usually Derek goes first because he loses a lot.
I am first usually.
I don't know. Tetris Effect. I'm gonna go like an 81. Ryan.
78.
78. Derek.
I'm gonna go with an 84.
84. Next up, we got Fallout 76, which we have already talked about a bit. Multiplayer online Fallout game.
Set in West Virginia.
West Virginia. Take me home.
Country Road.
Ryan, what do you got?
I'm going to go 76.
Whoa, there it is. There's the pun of the night.
Oh no. Derek.
I'm gonna go with a 77.
77. I'm gonna go with a 72.
Oh man,
a little cushion. Could have Ryan sandwiched?
78. Yeah, you could have 78. Well,
you should have went low. You should have went 75 and sandwiched him.
Damn it!
All right,
sandwich myself.
No.
I love a good self sandwich. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. First 3 Spyro games for PlayStation 1, remastered, redone. I don't even know.
Remastered.
John Marstered. I'm gonna go with an 81.
81. I'm gonna go with a 75. Okay. Ryan.
83.
83. All right. Next up, we got Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. We're just gonna count it as one because I don't really think they're gonna be that different. Uh, New Pokemon game on Switch where
You basically play Pokemon Go.
it's got lots to do with Pokemon Go.
Maybe more of a story element to it.
I don't know. It's not quite as. I guess I wouldn't even call it like a Pokemon game, like hardcore, but it's definitely more casual than a regular Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I guess I'm first here. I'm gonna go with a 70. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm with you. I was
Ryan?
looking around that area.
I'll do 69.
Damn it! I was gonna go 69. I guess I'll go 68.
Oh, man.
Ryan sandwich. I was going. I literally had 69 for no other reason than that in my head, and so
Okay.
68. We all think that game's gonna be pretty hot trash.
I mean, I hope it's better than that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm guessing Ralph's gonna win that one because he's got the
high
score.
Yeah, he's got the high. I'm gonna go with the low.
Okay, next up. While I just give you a description here, and I won't tell you the title yet.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, my own opinion, the hottest release of the fall. Okay, that's my opinion's over. The multi-million selling franchise takes a giant leap forward for 2018. The ultimate farming simulation. Farming Simulator 2019.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Farming Simulator 19. It's the 19th entry into the franchise. That's not correct. Ryan, what do you got?
I don't know. What does John Madden think of this game? Is he into it?
Probably a 76 or a 69. Or a 19. That's a popular
I'll
answer.
say I'm gonna go 77 because I don't really know how these games review.
77. I don't really either.
How's the grain pouring in this one?
Very
grainy.
Very well. Oh yeah.
Okay. Can you see a person walking around, or?
Oh yeah.
Like you are a person walking around?
Yeah.
So can you get stuck in the grain silo and die?
Well, or is it first person? I've played it. I don't even remember. It said in this one you can ride a horse.
Okay.
So
Horse Simulator 19.
Man, we should. What the hell is that one game? My Life Riding Stables.
Oh yeah, it's like $30 on Amazon. I saw that earlier.
Yeah, I wonder when that comes out. Oh, I don't know. I mean, we could. Hopefully, it's not out yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna go with a 72.
72. I'm gonna go with a 69. Let's just do that. Okay, that was all I had, but now I gotta find this. My Life Stables.
My Riding Stables Life with Horses.
Good title.
PS4.
Okay. I didn't look at Metacritic for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It comes out the 13th.
Okay. Hopefully, it doesn't have any reviews yet. My Riding Life. Okay, no reviews. Let's see. Looks like Derek's gonna be first on this one. My Riding Life. What the fuck's it called? My Riding Stables. I cannot get this right. My Riding Stables.
What does that even mean? My Riding Stables.
Like I own riding stables. This is Life with Horses.
Life with Horses. Okay.
So you look at this lovely lady on the cover. She's so happy.
It looks
to have
like
her horse.
stock photo. I thought that said. I thought that had an M rating.
That would be amazing.
That horse have some peanut butter in its mouth.
Hold on. Look who developed this game. We know it's just going to be a
Calypso
for Twisted Metal.
Calypso is the one who did Nightmare Creatures 1 and 2, and if it's the same Calypso, no, that might be Callisto. Damn it, never mind. This game is Life with a Horse is a dream come true. I might as well just sing it.
Yeah,
take on ownership of the Old Bill Ranch. It's up to you to renovate, manage, and care for the stables and your horses. Okay.
This is the Tropico people.
Oh, okay.
Published Tropico, Railway Empire, Sudden Strike, Dungeons 2,
Callisto,
Sin Mora.
What?
They did Jurassic Park the game.
Yep. Boulder Dash XL. Patrician
Okay.
4, Rise of what? I don't know. Anyway,
Derek, what you got?
I'm gonna go with a 39.
This game will
All
probably
right.
never even had a Metascore.
It's probably never gonna have a Metacritic score.
I'm gonna go with a 40.
I'm seeing my writing stables on our list because
They don't want to talk about it. What did you say, Ralph? What were you going with?
40.
Okay,
there's secret cash cow.
Ryan.
40. Oh man,
I said 39.
you think it's better than Quiet Man?
It's got horses. And no FMV, I'm sure.
55.
55. All right. That's all we got.
You can't drive it. You might as well supply it.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
that
don't
means-
know. Horses can't go 55 miles per hour.
In Red Dead, they feel like they can when you fucking stop, run into a rock, and just get thrown about 18 feet from it. I jump in
30
that.
miles per hour is what they're topping out at.
Damn it.
You can go 50.
When I was doing that out in the woods up north with that guy with the robot thing, I was trying to climb down the tower and stumbled and fell down the tower and died.
Killed you?
It killed me, yeah. Falling down that tower, not climbing down, fell down, I died.
Oh man, max speed for a human is 28 miles per hour.
Horse can outrun you every time.
Yeah.
Yet I can catch people on horses in Red Dead.
Oh, that's because they're not doing a top speed.
They're
Arthur
not
Morgan.
tapping X enough.
Yeah, Arthur Morgan, fastest human alive.
We can outrun a polar bear. Polar bear is 25 miles an hour.
That's
Thank
good to
God.
know.
I'll
Yeah.
remember that anytime I'm in Alaska.
It says bear, any bear, so I don't know but it shows a polar bear, so I don't know.
Are you disappointed that you are unable to bone in this game?
I wasn't aware that was not an option.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean,
I asked you what happens when you skip small talk. So I thought maybe in the bath you just start boning if you skip small talk.
I have yet to. I mean, the small talk does nothing, so it's just like
Yeah.
you guys being kind of flirty. But yeah,
Well, I did the small talk.
I've yet to see any boning happening or possibly happening in that game.
No implied boning. There's a lot of boning in Odyssey.
Yeah, there's definitely like no boning in this game.
I always think you mean Super Mario Odyssey, but
Well,
I realize no.
Bowser and
There's some implied boning going on in Super Mario Odyssey. And I don't think it's consensual either. So
You're going to Bowser Town, bitch.
yeah,
Yep.
some spikes are going in places that people may not want.
Man. You better not take him from behind. Yeah.
Welcome to
Yeah.
to me. Oh
no.
oh boy.
And
Past the point of no return. It's got to be over.
What if Wario is Mario and Princess's child, and Waluigi is
Holy shit.
Luigi and Princess's child?
That would be the best spin I've ever heard.
I thought Mario was supposed to be like 25.
How old's Wario though? Like 12?
He's older than 25.
Just because he sounds older?
I don't know.
Is it his mustache because it looks evil? Wow.
He's timeless.
Wario is timeless. That would be amazing, though. Hold on. If that's the case, is Peach boning everybody? Who's Peach and Yoshi?
She's probably a virgin.
I mean, not by choice.
She's getting raped. Forced rape by Mario Luigi.
She's either that or she's not a virgin by choice.
What's the point of Bowser capturing her? Like, what's his in game?
Is she getting the Tenacious D double team for Mario and Luigi?
he needs more nieces and nephews, so he's hiring his own siblings to bone her.
I have a feeling that if Bowser boned Peach,
Bowser's abstinent.
they would not be able to have a child.
Bowser's asexual. That's already been proven by Bowser Jr.
So why is he kidnapping Peach?
to bone Bowser Jr.
He's just trying to piss off Mario.
He needs Peach to be around so he can bone Bowser Jr. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, it's more of an incest game than anything.
He just needs someone to watch because he can't finish otherwise.
Yeah, he's got to have that voyeuristic feeling.
Yeah, man.
Who's Yoshi and Peach's kid? Yoshi raped her, banged her up, knocked her up. Who's the kid?
There's a lot of baby Yoshis. I mean,
Wait, is Yoshi even a boy?
it's hard to say. Well, Birdo is probably their kid.
Oh, that's okay. Sure. All right.
Or Yoshi's Birdo's kid.
Mom?
Well, but Birdo's actually a boy.
Oh, there you go. Yoshi.
I think.
Is the kid of Peach and Birdo boning.
But what's Toad? Well, no, Toadette's the daughter of Toad and Princess Peach.
Toad is what they strap on when they bone.
That's more like a condom. Well, what about Daisy?
Yeah, what's Daisy doing?
Yeah,
where's she at? The unanswered questions of the Mario universe.
Or maybe they're all boning Daisy.
She's getting plowed.
She's not the real princess.
Yeah, she's getting all. That's who Peach uses as her surrogate.
Yeah, but not by choice.
Nothing's by choice in the Mario universe.
No, the women have no choice. Apparently, because there's only two of them.
There's no voting.
Toadette.
You can't fucking choose to get boned.
I guess there's a girl. Bowser has a. I still don't understand if they're his kids or his nieces and nephews.
To me, they'll always be his kids, but whatever. I
feel like they changed it.
They did change it.
I think in Mario 3 they were his kids.
They were, and then they changed it to his nieces and nephews.
Dewey coxed them.
Yeah, he didn't want to have any more catches. He was done.
Yeah,
he was over it. It's fucking terrible.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Did they ever describe Bowser's end game there?
I don't think he's ever really had that much of a plan.
His plan is always just capture Peach and go with it.
Yeah, and I really don't know. Maybe he's making money off of it.
It says to try to take over the Mushroom Kingdom or something.
Well, because I guess she is the...
And also, like, marry him.
She's the ruler.
So she's in charge?
Yeah, she runs the Mushroom Kingdom.
Why is she not the queen?
I don't know.
Why? Who is the queen?
Because Queen Peach sounds way worse than Princess Peach.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't...
Get Miyamoto on here.
Yep. I'll call Miyamoto and see if we can get him on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to have Bill Trennan on to translate.
Yeah. I'll just take Reggie. Just give me Reggie for everybody and I'll be fine.
Okay. He's accurate.
I'll take Reggie all the time because he's so matter of fact when he speaks. It'll be fine. It'll be a warm welcome for this podcast. Reggie, who banged Peach first, Mario or Luigi?
He would probably exit
Sonic.
as soon as that question came out.
See ya.
Yeah.
Out. I really appreciate you being here tonight, Reggie. I'm really looking for some pretty deep answers here in the Mario mythos.
More ways than one. Yeah.
Are Wario and Waluigi the spawn of rape or not?
Yeah.
Probably not. Let's see. Whose sperm's going faster? Is it Mario or Luigi's? Or is Luigi just too busy jumping?
Well, yeah, Luigi has a floaty jump, but he does run faster.
Yeah. Luigi wins every time.
What was that movie called? Was it Brothers Solomon or something?
I didn't see that, but yeah, with Will Forte.
Yeah, they were trying to have a child, and they wanted to get a donor. Oh, well, they were gonna have some lady carry their baby for them, and they weren't aware how the process worked, so they thought they just took turns having sex with her to get her pregnant. When that's not how it goes.
Nope. Nope, that's definitely not how it works. That's going to do it, for this week's edition of the Level Up Show podcast. Thanks for tuning in and listening to everything we had to offer for you this week. It was a long one. That's what she said.
Ew.
Hit us up at TLUSP on the Twitter, Facebook.com/Level Up Show Podcast, YouTube.com/TLUSP, the Level Up Show Podcast at gmail.com if you feel like shooting an email. Get at us, give us some comments, some questions, some topic ideas, whatever you want. Until next week and next time, for Ryan, for Ralph, I'm Derek. Level up.
Why do you need to wear a cat suit to capture Peach?
Pussy begets pussy, you know what I'm saying?
Well said.